Morioh-Cho Radio. Morioh-Cho Radio.
We love Morioh-Cho.
Are we recording now?
We are recording now.
Do I say the
Alright.
FNAF joke again? Or have
No.
I said it enough?
No.
No.
So, today, podcast, that's what we're doing.
Podcast today, yes.
You could have fooled me.
You could have cooled me.
Now
That's
then,
not a joke.
let's do
I'm
one of those
black.
clickbait things that everyone does. Oh, why do you guys hate Min Min so much? I can't believe you guys would hate Min Min.
That's not clickbait,
New
that's real. I
arms
hate
character,
Min Min.
Another fire.
I really
Emblem
do.
representative.
It's not a
Actually-
joke.
Okay,
So
go one at
far,
a time. Go one at a time why you hate Min Min. First, Rodney.
Yeah, we
'cause
have
I
to
know-
talk
I
one at
know
a time here.
Rodney goes first.
Alright. Well, I just hate Min Min because that's just so much range on her fucking arms, dude. Like, I get it. It's the whole point, is like she has an insane amount of range. But if they didn't add the mechanic to where she can do it forward and back, I probably wouldn't be as mad. Cause she can edge guard, she can hit two people at once, basically.
Yeah, but if she misses, she leaves herself vulnerable.
Yeah, but that's a lot of distance you're gonna have to end up covering.
Her hitbox is only on the fist. It's not with the arm or anything. It's just the fist.
Why are you
Yeah.
dropping jokes
It's
in
not as-
general?
See, here's
Why?
the thing. It's not as bad because it's not as bad
I
because it's
think it
literally
works
just like a
better in
projectile.
text than in voice. I don't know though.
Sure.
It's like it's a projectile, dude. It's like imagine the projectile instead of like connected as an arm or whatever. It's
So the
just-
problem
it's the
is-
same thing.
The problem is I'm talking to a group of people who've literally never played, like, any fighting game outside the ones I force you to play in Game
I've
Club.
played Killer Instinct, and I
Played
enjoy
Dragon Ball
Killer
Fighters.
Instinct.
Well, how much do you know about Killer Instinct? Do you know the frame data of Killer Instinct?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
gone
the-
that deep into the game.
The inherent problem with having a character whose normals, just when you tap the button, have incredibly large range is that you have to have some drawback to it. And the drawback is that there's a hitbox attached to that like distance. Case in point, Dalsim. If you ever have seen Dalsim in any Street Fighter game he's in, I want you to imagine that every time his limbs stretch out, you can't hit them. What actually ends up happening... Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what actually
We're
ends up...
listening.
Yeah, it's just because I heard a click. Someone turned off a background noise, and it was very nice.
I
Oh,
unmuted
it's
my
back.
Very nice.
I
Chris.
muted my mic so I could open my bag of chips.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually a good idea, yeah. So,
Keep it
We're
muted.
gonna be here for a while.
yeah, the problem is imagine Dalsim's limbs can't get hit every time that he attacks. Alright, what will literally happen every match with Dalsim is he will walk backwards into the corner and press crouch fierce hard punch, and if you jump, he does yoga flame. That is the entire video game. Because if you couldn't hit his limbs, you can't counter, you can't jump in, your options do not exist. So Min Min as a character concept is almost good. Executed without hitboxes on the arms is a ruined character because the scenario will follow the same every time. You will do 2 intermittent forward smash attacks so that if the opponent blocks or rolls, they get hit anyway. Then, if they're smart enough to try and jump in, they can do a forward aerial. Now, if Min Min doesn't dodge this, which is incredibly easy to do because they are 30 kilometers away, then they will get hit once from a forward air, which completely resets all animation because it snapped her arms back to her, and then all she has to do is smash forward again because it's going to hit the player who forward aerialed because they have recovery on landing. Which means you have no actual good option to hit them. You could try really hard to hit them, and I'm sure you'll get a nice 3%, but by the time that Min Min is actually getting hit, you're getting smacked for 60 off the stage.
never actually played the character. So
I
you
don't
actually
need
know
to.
all this.
I can analyze these things. I've seen thousands of hours of dumb stuff in fighting games. I'm very well aware when I see it.
Well,
It's like if
obviously, if she's
Piranha
broken,
Plant's
they're
down
just-
B
they're
didn't
gonna
have a
fix it.
hitbox.
Yeah, imagine if Piranha Plant has that down B where it doesn't have a hitbox on the actual Piranha Plant. Now imagine that's every attack.
It does have one on
Howard.
the plant.
But that's because Piranha Plants works differently from Min-Min's.
It
Min-Min's
does.
Well, no, that's
stationary.
the point.
Here's the thing. In ARMS, right? They're gonna do it like they do in ARMS, right? In
I don't
ARMS,
care
when
how
you
they
throw
do it
a
in
punch,
ARMS. I don't
you throw-
care
I don't
how
care
they
how-
do it in
hold on,
ARMS.
Completely
let me
different
explain.
game.
Let me-
The inherent
explain.
problem it's a no. It doesn't. There's not an explanation. Oh, they did it in ARMS though, because in ARMS it's a different video game. We're talking about the video game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo
In
Switch.
arms, you
It
have a
doesn't
way
work
to
like
put them
ARMS.
back.
Hold on, let me explain. So,
Okay.
in ARMS, whenever you use your fist, you are vulnerable. That's
Mhm.
the thing. If she misses you, she is completely vulnerable to your attack. The only way she can ever get out of that vulnerability is using her other arm.
You
That's
know what's
her last
cool?
resort. But if
That's
she misses
because-
that, then that's when she messes up.
Well, that's because
That's-
every other character in ARMS also has the same arms. They all stretch. Ganondorf's forward air does not go 37 miles outside of him. Captain
Well,
Falcon's
Max
Falcon
KO
Punch
punch
is
did
not
not
full
go
stage.
37.
If you try to do anything to capitalize on Min missing, you're either too far away or you're doing a really weak jump in that just lets her hit you. There are no good options.
Bro, Jigglypuff's rest is not entire stage.
Yes,
Could you
it's not the
imagine?
same game.
Could you imagine? Just
Ooh, Min
everyone
miss. That's gonna
dies.
be a rest from Jigglypuff.
But characters like Fox and Falco can be able to take her easily because their reflex lasts forever and Min-Min's doesn't. Plus,
What's the reflect
and-
gonna do?
It's a melee attack.
But what's it gonna do? How's
Wait,
it gonna
what's
stop
future
the
stuff?
absolute brutal assault of Min's forward smash? Also in air, might I add.
Well, Fox and Falco can just quickly jump over it because they have the fastest fall down speed. I'm pretty sure, or what's it called, free fall, right? Don't they have like one of the fastest free falls in the game?
Yes, they're very heavy.
So jumping over them is no problem.
Yeah,
Plus,
but the
they can
jump,
armor through 'em, right, with the up special. Doesn't that go
the
armor through
inherent
some
problem is that if they chose the jump-in option, they jump over the forward smash and they try to do an aerial against Min. But whenever Min gets hit, her arms recover, so she can just spam forward smash and hit you. Because you have recovery on land. So everybody who tries the forward aerial Min, literally all you have to do is just heck a forward smash out, and a competent Min player counters every possible jump in.
We will see what will happen.
I don't want to
when
see.
he comes
That's
out.
the problem, is because I don't want to see. I already didn't really care because it's an ARMS character, which is the first thing. It's like I don't really care about a failed first-party Nintendo
It's
game.
adorable, dude.
That's my second pick. But also, ARMS is a failed first-party Nintendo game.
I gotta admit, the character designs are like
Some
one
of them
the
are
best.
okay.
Wow.
There's just an inherent problem with all of these choices, and it's that I would have rather a good pick. Like, I don't want you to try and have to... I don't want Nintendo to try and make excuses as to why this character is good, when they could have just made a good pick.
I think Min is a pretty decently good pick.
From a failed first-party Nintendo game?
It wasn't failed. It was.
I
just
would say
not-
fail... Alright, hold on.
Oh, is he gonna go get the numbers, Mason? What do they
I'm getting,
mean?
I'm
wasn't
getting
as
them.
supported.
Can we take a moment?
No, I don't want to
realize
learn
how-
about the ARMS
how
industry. I'm
Little
talking
Mac,
about the
it's
video game.
awful design.
Nintendo.
Sell third-party arms. It's an
Little
industry
Mac,
that works.
I-
Sell third-party
It gets
ARMS
split
weaponry to Nintendo.
Here's the thing. I
reception.
wouldn't say the game was failed at all.
Seven.
game's
Of course,
pretty
most of these
fun.
don't recount though.
It doesn't
Well-
matter if it's fun. It's failed because
How in
like,
the hell
nobody
to get best fighting game
played
of
it.
2017? Hold on, best
See?
fighting games.
What
but
else
that
came
was-
It's
out in
more
2017?
everyone just
No, I
forgot
want to see who that's
it.
given by. Oh, that's the Game Critics Award. That doesn't matter.
Sure it doesn't.
I think it just got forgotten really fast.
Yeah, no, they're not very good. Yeah, okay, so never mind. That wasn't the actual Game Awards. All
It
right,
was
what
the
is?
cringe awards.
Well, where's the numbers? Numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Okay, get a load of this. You're gonna freak out. In its first week of release in Japan, it sold 100,000 copies.
Bruh.
Whoa, dude, calm down. Those numbers are really big. For a
I don't think
failed
the game
first-party
itself
Nintendo.
has failed. I think it failed commercially.
I think if
not
the
as an
last-
actual game. The game is really fun.
Listen, if the most recent content ever produced for that game that got any noteworthy mention is the fact that it got a character in Smash, that's kind of tough.
Did it even receive any like updates or DLC?
Yeah, I
Oh.
received loads of updates, dude. They got
That
new
seems
characters with updates.
What new characters were added since release?
Ninja.
I
Characters
remember
with-
hearing about
uh,
it once when it like
Lollipop.
came out, then never again. Until
Pretty
now.
sure Twin Tail was one of the updates as well. Springtron, Dr. Coil, and even Max Brass as a playable character instead of boss.
I would have no clue. I did not keep up with that
yeah.
game at all.
I literally
Exactly.
heard about it on release and then now.
The
Hold on, I'm
only
just gonna-
time I've ever even touched it was I was over like at my brother's house and they had it and we played it for a bit.
Was it fun?
No, I don't enjoy the game at all.
What? It was super fun when I played it. It's super
It's way
intense.
too slow. It's really slow. The neutral game is you basically just sit and wait.
And there are
Yeah.
some I just don't
waiting
like
game.
it.
Whatever. Shall we move on to our next topic?
Yeah, just to clarify, 2017 had some epic picks like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So you know what? Maybe ARM's getting that award from that company. That doesn't matter. Understandable. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, what's our next topic? Isn't it you wanted to talk about Pokemon, right?
Oh yeah. So
What about
Epic
Pokemon?
mobile game.
Oh yeah, I went.
I have no
pretty good.
clue actually. This is something Cole wanted to bring up.
Oh yeah.
I heard like.
Oh
one thing
yeah.
about it.
All right. So you're gonna kick out of this.
Oh boy.
Pokemon
Excuse
has
me.
Pokemon has released a new mobile game that encourages people to brush their teeth and catch Pokemon.
Ooh, that's what I like to
Excuse me,
hear.
Ready for
That's
the
what I like to
rage from all the
hear.
Pokemon fans
But
only has
Pokemon
here's the
one.
thing.
teeth?
Here's the thing. It's absolute trash.
Pokemon Smile, huh?
Yeah,
It's
it's called
Gen
Pokemon
1.
Smile. It's Gen 1.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. You can literally wave your finger in front of your phone and it will sense it as a toothbrush. So you can literally just cheat the game and get all the Pokemon. And you can do it every 4 hours. So just grinding on that, getting every Pokemon is so easy.
Dude,
This is such
Nintendo's
a good game.
gonna have a lawsuit from Grush, dude, the gaming toothbrush.
Here's the thing, the app's
Oh my
totally free, so
God.
they know how bad it is. There's
That's
no in-game
tough.
purchases, and it's
Oh
free.
my god. Well, it's better than Pokemon Sleep.
What
What
hasn't come out
Pokemon
yet?
Sleep?
That
It's
was like
catch-
something that came out 2 years ago. It's literally just like an alarm clock app, but it's Pokemon. But also you catch
Wait,
Pokemon
what?
by
It hasn't
sleeping.
come out yet.
It hasn't? Oh boy.
No, it's not. They've only like announced it last year.
I see.
They announced like it was like a Pokemon press conference,
I
and
will
we're like
say
we're working
Pokemon
on a
Smile
title called
sounds more
Pokemon Sleep.
enjoyable than Sword and Shield.
But yeah, you literally brush your teeth in front of your phone. It'll even take pictures of you. Like we caught some pictures of you brushing your teeth. I don't want pictures.
That's
of you
kind of
brushing my
creepy.
teeth.
Yeah, what?
That's disgusting.
That's gross.
Like all the
I-
mouth stuff. I can send you here. Hold on, I can send you in Discord. You can.
Well, just put them
I
in
want to
gen-
see a pic of you brushing your teeth.
Yeah,
baby.
put it in general. It'll be in the video if you know, just so you know.
Hold on. Yeah. Well, it's one with there's like one with shades on. Like you can put like hats on your like those Snapchat filters.
Instagram
Yeah.
filters, but
The
Yeah,
Poke Shades.
It's like that. Yeah, there's like Pokemon shades with like Squirtle and Pikachu on your head. Hold on, let's see if I
Man.
can find
Rush
it.
is gonna annihilate Nintendo in that lawsuit, dude.
Yeah, here's
where's
one.
my in-app purchases for
Here's another.
cosmetics?
Oh my god.
Those are pretty
this
good.
Is awful.
Those are pretty good. I don't know, dude. That's pretty good. I don't know.
That looks so weird.
Why is this
Bro,
app? It's
That
got
painting
Japanese
is
style
the
written all over it, so
coolest
you know what? That's
person
not
I've
too
ever
strange.
seen.
And that's what the Pokemon look like. I think the art style's pretty cute.
Look
but
at the one with
Yeah.
Peyton. That's the coolest person I've ever seen.
so
The glasses
this
and then
exists.
shades over the glasses, man.
And then with Pikachu and Squirtle both also wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, dude.
And then the drip on my oh, it's so gross.
That is
Who thought of
pretty
this?
epic.
I thought, yeah, let's take them pictures of them brushing their teeth, and I'm just like, oh gosh. What did they do?
Oh boy.
Gotta
Now
add
that-
that reaction image.
10 out of 10.
Gosh.
10 out of 10.
I mean,
Can't wait to
To
play.
be fair, it does remind me to brush my teeth, so at least we're doing something right. But it also reminds me that
Yeah, but
I
you can
cheat
also
life.
just remember.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, I'm gonna 100% Pokemon Smile.
This
oh
is
my
for.
god.
game I
Pokemon
can
Smile
watch.
speedrun when?
Ooh, yeah,
dude.
that's the real
I think-
stuff.
Could you imagine it's like Animal Crossing where it's like your phone clock, and if you put it for hours, it'll just do it again? Dude, the speedrun community on that is gonna be so insane.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Let me load up my
10
Twitch account
speedrun.
real quick. I'm gonna speedrun Pokemon Smile.
Guys, any
All right.
percent
Yo,
Pokemon
I'm gonna go on
Smile
Twitch.
speedrun.
Let me go on Twitch real quick. I'm gonna look up Pokemon Smile on Twitch and see if it comes
Guys, any percent speedrun of Pokemon Smile.
up. Hold on. Let's see here. Pokemon Smile.
What's the any percent
Oh,
record?
no.
You
they
good,
didn't-
Beckett?
No. There's no channel for Pokemon Smile.
What's the any percent record?
Like Pokedex failed or something. I don't know. There's also medals you can get as well, like a beginner brusher. But it's like
I need to see the any percent run of this game.
All right. The 80% run would be turning off the app and deleting it off your phone. That's
Who
what it
can
was
do
doing.
that the fastest? But
Yeah, I mean, realistically.
Oh, gosh.
So
Alright,
that's
and the
definitely
next-
something I'm getting later. Next,
No,
next up.
The any percent
Next Pokemon
speedrun is
thing?
throwing your phone outside.
Next Pokemon thing that
never
doesn't
did.
really matter though.
Yeah.
To us is the new Pokemon Snap game that's coming out, which is
Oh.
pretty big news.
Is it
Literally
just a
called
remake
new
or is it
Pokemon
actually a
It's
new
it's a
game?
new game, dude. This game looks better than Sword and Shield, and it's made by Namco.
Well, that's not too
Here.
hard
Oh.
to achieve, and that's
Here,
got high
Great
hopes.
name. New Pokemon Snap.
New Pokemon Snap, that looks pretty cool. I mean,
Let me.
oh
hold
wait,
on.
do we have
Are
a
you-
pic of it?
Yeah. can you
well,
send
it's
a
up
picture
on
of
my
it?
screen. I got OBS recording, so everything that I'm looking up will be here. So
Send us a picture
new
on Discord and show them.
Pokemon Snap Triple X.
Like,
Oh my god, the
like,
meme
it
is
looks
real
really
now.
good.
Oh
You
no,
know-
I remember
You know what
that
this
video.
means? You know what this means? The meme's real. New Pokemon Snap Triple X. Real trap shit. Oh
Bro,
no.
they gotta hire Zonk Punch for this game.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can we
no.
not?
Why not?
What do you mean high? He's already been working in Nintendo for years. You kidding me? You see the
No,
new
rehire.
animations? Actually, no, that's not the new animation. Never mind.
Dude,
That's
you
pretty
need to
old.
upload a video where it's just like 100%ing Pokemon Snap on your channel, dude. It'd be so
Yeah.
funny.
I'm gonna take clips from like the trailer they have, and I'm gonna just put the fucking audio from Pokemon Snap Triple X over it, and get all the epic thumbs ups and subscribers. That's what's gonna happen.
Thank you for
No,
the
not
gold
upvotes.
time
I don't go on
strangers.
Reddit. I don't go on Reddit. Reddit's garbage.
Excuse me, puny redditor. I am a Chad iFunnier.
Yeah, fuck you, Reddit. I wear these iFunny watermarks with pride. Yeah, okay. Anyway, there's that new Pokemon Snap, real trap shit. Actually looks
Snap.
good.
The only other interesting thing is that
Super
Mega
fun.
Evolution's finally coming to Pokemon Go. And I'm pretty sure none of you play Pokemon Go. But
No.
No,
I play
not
That's
in a
an
million
old
years
meme.
would I touch that.
Bro,
Only
you
gotcha
gotta
game I
play
play is King of
FNAF
Fighters All-Stars.
AR
I'm
special
curious though as
delivery.
how it's
That's
gonna
the
work,
real
though.
stuff. Well,
Yeah,
I
real
mean,
trap
PvP
shit.
in that game is just as good as PvP in any other Pokemon game, so probably not well. Anyway, our next topic up is the PlayStation 5. So we're gonna talk about the whole stream, huh?
Do we want to talk about Crash Bandicoot first, or do we want to talk about the PlayStation 5 stuff first?
I want to talk about Crash Bandicoot right after we talk about the Ratchet and Clank, because they're very similar.
I got a word.
Dude, have you seen?
Oh,
there's
we
no
all have a
GTA
word.
5.
Well, you and I both have a word, probably.
Alright, can we just say Grand Theft Auto 5?
We'll get there when we get there. The first thing we're just gonna talk about the PlayStation 5
The
design.
actual console? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because
Yeah,
I don't
look stupid.
No,
It
it doesn't look stupid, dude.
I like
It
it.
doesn't look that stupid.
It doesn't.
It just
It
looks
looks
like a
cool.
Wi-Fi router.
Both
I mean, it
and
really
the
does look
Xbox
like a router,
like
though.
house
Guys,
appliances.
by the end of this
The
console
Xbox
generation,
looks like a PC.
by the end of this console generation, we're about to have a full house. We're gonna have a fridge,
Yes.
a Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
We have a toaster with the Switch.
A miniature TV.
Yeah, here's what it looks like. So, yeah.
Oh.
They do look like appliances. There's no getting around that. This does look like a router. It looks very much like a router.
The Xbox
but
looks like a PC.
It looks like a
the
fridge.
Xbox looks like a fridge. Well, yeah, it's just a black rectangle. So I can
a
critique.
box.
I can critique the X. Let me just get this out of the way. I don't care about the console wars. I support having fun playing video games. I don't care if you play
Same.
Xbox. I don't care if you play the Xbone or the PS, or the PC2. I don't really care what you play on. It's about having fun.
Finally.
That being said, I hate Microsoft though. So Xbox. But I don't really care about console wars. The thing is, the Xbox being a giant black rectangle means that there are very few places you can put it other than standing on something. You can't put it in like a cupboard, which sucks. But the PlayStation 5 you can put on its side, so I will say that much.
Can you?
Yes, you can take that stand
'Cause
off at the
look-
bottom.
You can, but will
Yep.
it look right on its side?
Yes, it will stand
Because it's
upright.
curved. I think it's
Yeah,
curved.
well, that's curved from the front. If you look at the back, it still has like the 4 pressure points where it will stand. So it will stand on its side. Like there's other
digital
pictures where it looks like that.
edition.
Dude, have you seen
From
the
my
anime
experience
recreations
with the
of the console?
PlayStation 4, the storage is not very good.
I'm
Have you
sorry,
seen
what?
have you seen the ones where they made the consoles into anime girls?
Oh, there are
Yes.
plenty of those. There's a bunch
And
of
it's
those.
just the anime girls
There's
wearing
a
like
whole
lab
subreddit
coats.
for that.
Yep.
It seems like
This
what
is why I
PS5
use
is going
Reddit,
for is the edgy
obviously.
people. People who like Shadow the Hedgehog are gonna like the console design. It's really
Dude,
edgy.
I can't wait for Shadow the Hedgehog 2 to be a release. Oh god,
Dude,
what are they
can you imagine
called?
If they make a PS5 that has Shadow the Hedgehog on it,
You know what? You got my money.
I would like to buy that actually if that comes out. If I don't buy a PS5 the day it comes out, then I'm gonna buy like a special version. It better have Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So, yeah, the PlayStation 5 looks like a router. I don't really care about the statistics, how many gigafarts
For
per
sure.
millifuck it can do. I don't really care.
I think it's because of the
Gigabytes
picture
per
we're looking at.
millifuck.
It looks smaller than it does. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like.
I like the
much
controller.
Guys,
It's
what's
roughly-
the price?
Yeah, the controller looks nice. It looks just the same as... Wait, I'm saying it's the same size as the PlayStation 4. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, it's a little bigger,
Like,
but it's
touchpad
roughly the
thing.
same size.
Sony preventing anyone from saying the price be like.
Well, it's because neither of the consoles wanted to give away their price, except Sony did right after. So the prices are out there. You just gotta look.
Are
Oh,
are you
God.
guys interested in the digital edition or the actual edition? Because I want
See,
the
the
actual edition because I want hard copies of my games.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the actual edition. I think it's kind of nice that they have the digital edition offer because that way
Because people
people
might
who
need it.
do just want to get digital games can do that.
Yeah.
But I don't
But
think
some games that might not be digital can, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like only digital games though.
I like owning hard copies. They're nice. to
Yeah,
look
hard
at.
copies are really cool.
It's about the
Same.
collection. It's
'Cause,
about
yeah,
the collection.
library of games you can have that you can impress other your friends is
Yeah, dude.
really cool.
You can impress that girl that you never talk to because you're a no-life nerd.
Dude. How am I gonna impress Undyne from the video game Undertale or Toriel from the video game Undertale? Come on now.
Dude, hold on. Before we continue, speaking of Undertale, Toby Fox, Whenever I was watching them stream from Min Min and I was seeing Sakurai's house, I was like, man, Toby Fox sat on that same couch.
Yeah, he did. He sure did, and he beat up Sakurai in his own game.
I also like how Sakurai
Toby Fox
flexed
knows
on
how to
us.
make good games.
Did you see did you see freaking Sakurai flexing on us with his two TVs?
Yes. Did you also see him flex by playing the game with one hand? That was pretty impressive. I gotta say, Sakurai putting the work in.
Sakurai having to kill Kirby though.
I mean, what are you gonna do? It's not every day you gotta get rid of your creation that you don't want to make games for anymore.
Sometimes you just gotta load up that Glock and let it bang.
Sometimes you just gotta stop making games after making Kirby Air Ride because you don't want to make any more games for him.
Kirby Air Ride's pretty good.
This is the last game Sakurai made for him.
For Kirby?
Really?
Yes. It's the last Kirby game made by Sakurai. It's Kirby Air Ride.
That's big sad.
I want Sakurai to make a Kid Icarus game again. Like, imagine like.
Yeah,
Kid
We
Icarus
all
on
want that,
Switch.
Peyton.
No, not me.
Oh, you don't? Why?
It's okay. I think
I
that
like the
resources can be
uprising.
spent at better things, like, I don't know, Metroid Prime 4 existing.
Sakurai doesn't work on Metroid Prime 4.
I don't care. He should.
Anyway.
Force him to.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Hold him at
Okay, no, that's
gunpoint.
unfair. Does he make Kid Icarus? I had no clue Sakurai made Kid Icarus.
He didn't make the original Kid Icarus, but he did make the remake version where it's a shooter.
Oh, I see.
That's the one I want on the Switch. I want a redone version of that, like with better
Even
controls.
though I like how it controls on the 3DS after you get used to it, it's not.
Well, you get to
What are
play
we talking
Sphinx
about?
for the Switch, so...
Alright, speaking of games, GTA
Yeah.
5.
So, after
Oh,
talking about the
boy.
PlayStation 5, we're going to talk about all the games that were released alongside it in the stream,
Gotta
all
talk
the things
about
that were
them in
teased.
order of release.
Guys, I can't
Alright.
believe they're releasing GTA 5. Man, I was so waiting for GTA 5 after like 7
I
years
couldn't
after it was
believe
made or whatever.
GTA 5 for the PlayStation
GTA
5.
5.
Crap.
Oh my
GTA
gosh,
5,
I never
dude? No
thought.
way. So,
Make
I
another
think...
GTA.
Wow, that's a lot of games, actually. So I
Make
just
another
pulled up...
GTA.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Dude, that was really cool.
Wait, give
I
me a
was
sec.
like, what is this game? And I saw a Spider-Man costume. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
what?
Alright, so I'm gonna go
I'm gonna
down
look up
this...
the games that were revealed.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right
Did
now.
you
I'm-
send a picture of lists?
No, I'm just gonna say the names because it's a website, not an image. So I'm gonna go
Darn.
down the list. So it says all exclusive
Alright,
first-party
found some.
PlayStation 5 games confirmed so far. Wait, is this from the stream? I just want from the stream.
You just go to the stream and then like click at different points of it.
Do they have the actual like YouTube different
Pretty sure,
games?
Or
but
they actually have like the trailers up on their thing. After
oh, I found it. I found a better website. Okay. So,
Alright.
Grand Theft Auto 5, guys. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Grand Theft
Dude,
Auto
a re-release
5.
on its third generation of
cow.
console. Dude, that's so
that
cool.
a 6-year-old game that doesn't actually look that good
Guys,
anymore.
It
imagine
doesn't look
way
good
better.
anymore at all.
Like,
G-
remastered.
GTA 5 on the PC too.
So here's the problem, right? I
They
already
started it
think
with
that GTA 5 is subpar. I didn't have a lot of fun
Yeah.
when I played it.
I know, I had
And now they're releasing it again for $60 brand new spanking dollars.
Right
Here's the real
after it
problem.
got released for free on Epic Games.
Here's the real problem though. It was the first thing that was on the stream, and it could have just been by itself. Like it could have been its own thing.
Well, I'm glad it was the first that when no hype needed to be made. Just get that out of the way as quick as humanly possible. Hey guys,
That's why they did
GTA
this, they're like,
5.
alright, you idiots who want this. They say, hey, you can buy this right after it was made free for a week.
Yeah.
Kinda
Let
dumb.
me see if I can find it
Gosh,
on this
like,
website.
just make another
Here it
GTA
is.
at that point, or at least remaster the game and make it look better.
They're trying
They
to
need to
milk
just
GTA
make another
Online.
game.
Dude, all the other
fun.
games that were
They're just
shown,
milking
I
GTA
think look
Online.
really, really good. But then GTA kind of just comes in and is just like, why doesn't this game look as good? Because
It's
it wasn't
because
remastered or anything. It was
Yeah,
just
it's because
a
it's
still
3
game.
generations
Milking
old.
Online.
Like,
It's
come
3
on.
console generations old that they just put a
pretty sh-
texture pack over and it doesn't look good.
If they can make a Sonic game in 2 years and it's just not even that great, they could probably make a GTA game in the amount of time it was from the
They're just
last GTA
milking
game.
it.
Yeah, it's
not-
I didn't
yeah, they're
expect a
milking it
lot
not well.
from them. Yeah, I
It's
didn't
like
really expect a
Skyrim.
lot from the company in the first place. I mean, we're talking about Rockstar.
Well, the
they,
difference between GTA 5 and Skyrim is Skyrim is actually a good game.
Skyrim's
what?
pretty good. It being re-released on there's a difference because GTA 5 was just released for every console for 3 generations, whereas
Yeah.
Skyrim was released for everything that could play a video game in 4 years. So, like, now you can play Skyrim Very Special Edition on the Alexa by shouting commands, and it's like, why the hell did you make this?
You could play Skyrim on your phone.
I'm sure you
And
can.
you could play that same mobile game on your... Like, who said, yeah, I want the crappy mobile game on a Switch console? Thanks, Bethesda. Thanks for
Thank
giving
you,
us Vault
Bethesda.
Boy.
Oh, yes, that's what you
Oh.
get.
Thanks for giving us
Why
Vault
did
Boy.
they put
But
Vault
Skyrim
Boy
is a
in
better
this
game
match?
than GTA 5. I will say that. I'll agree on that statement.
Yeah.
All right,
I
next
mean, I've never
up,
played Skyrim, and I can already say, yeah, that's probably
Wait,
better.
one more thing. Where
Yeah.
did Vault Boy and Smash come from?
Bethesda paying money.
Here's the thing: Bethesda paid money, but like Nintendo didn't be able to use the right to put the Fallout logo in their thing.
Bethesda paid money.
It's so dumb.
Are we even like? There's
Bethesda's
nothing wrong
just
with
like-
that.
All right,
Yeah, I mean,
Fallout
I don't really care.
76 is
Like, I'm not gonna get the
working.
costume,
But
I don't really
but
care.
Ubisoft did the
How do
same
we
thing
fix
with
this?
Altair.
Yeah, but like Ubisoft cares about their properties.
Yeah.
Bethesda
I know
Sometimes,
just kinda
sometimes.
shit something out.
Bethesda. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Sky,
Fallout
yeah,
76 is not going how we want it. How do we do this? All right,
make
let's
people
put
pay
in
$100 and then none of the functions work, and it's a terrible game.
Dude, I
It's a
bought it
mediocre
for
Did you buy Fallout 76?
Never.
$20.
Never.
I have it, and I actually enjoy it though.
I
It's
mean,
still mediocre.
I will
Doesn't be
will
a
still
favorite
stand by
NPC
the
came out.
statement. I will still stand by the statement. If you can have fun, that's really good for you. But objective speaking, right now, Fallout
Yeah.
76 is a disaster of game design. It's terrible.
Yeah, I get what you mean. If you have fun with it, that's fine. But it's still,
It's bad. It's
Kind of got off track here, didn't we?
yeah. Anyway, next up, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I did not see
Dude.
this one. I did not care.
Dude, it looks
I'm-
so good, dude.
I
Not
like
too
it.
excited.
All right, let me look it up. So
It
the thing
was
is, I just don't care
really
about
good.
Spider-Man in the first place.
Yeah, but like the
Spider-Man.
visuals on
Enjoyed
it and
it.
the action, it like sold me. Like it wanted me to get a PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not a.
actually
I'm
why
just
they-
I'm not
tired
really
of
a graphics guy, though.
Ubisoft like making games that are just super similar to each other.
It makes you feel
know what I
like
mean.
Spider-Man. It makes you feel like Spider-Man, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool and all.
No. I'm making
but
a
I don't
joke.
care.
No, I'm making a
I'm
joke.
making a statement here. It
I'm-
makes
no,
you
I'm making
feel
a
like
joke.
Spider-Man.
It's a joke about how every IGN review on Planet Earth makes you feel like insert character name here, and they did the
it
same
makes
thing
me
for the
feel like
Spider-Man game.
Steve from Minecraft.
I feel like Sonic the Hedgehog from the movie, from the game.
doesn't give up.
Oh
Hold on.
yeah,
I'm watching the trailer.
Sonic
right now,
Forces.
Oh gosh, don't even.
It makes you
start.
feel like Sonic.
It makes you feel like Steve Minecraft, which is
Wait a minute, Spider-Man's black?
Yeah, it's Miles Morales. Dum-dum.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Oh my god.
Oh god, we're gonna get flagged. We're gonna get no money.
Oh god.
I find he's gonna love this video. What do you mean get money? I'm not monetized.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
We're doing this for free. Bro.
You're getting money?
You're just saying you instead of me.
Yeah, the
How
graphics
people
look
getting
nice.
money these days are Belle Delphine somehow.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, she's back. Are we gonna get
Yeah,
into
I
that?
don't know.
We're not gonna
No.
talk about it.
I
Why
don't
we
wanna talk
don't
about
have
YouTube
anything to
drama.
say. Like, what are we
I'd
gonna
rather
say?
get
Belle
game
Delphine
drama.
returns. Belle Delphine, the
Sonic
Greater
returns.
Witch of Izalith, returns.
Yeah,
like,
I was
okay.
gonna say a cursed witch.
Yeah.
The e-thought
Yeah.
of the internet.
So yeah, that looks good. I like the graphics, but I'm not like I was gonna say graphics whore, but that's kind of mean because the graphics are impressive. But I don't really care about graphics. I care about gameplay, and
I mean, if you got
I'd
a
wanna
Wii,
see the
you don't
game.
care about graphics.
because these are a bunch of pre-rendered cutscenes, so it's like I don't really see video game here. But when I do see said video game, I'm sure it will be pretty good. I'm sure they're just
I
gonna take
remember
the
the Spider-Man
PlayStation 4 one.
PS4 game. Its transition from cutscene to gameplay was usually pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like they're just gonna roll off of that momentum, which is pretty good. All right, next up on the list, Gran Turismo 7. Nobody
I
here
Never heard
cares.
of Gran
Can I,
Turismo.
No one
Can
cares.
I
I
fell
thought you were
asleep.
about to say GTA again.
Yeah.
it is GTA again, dude. Don't
So-
you know?
Gran Turismo is a racing game that started from the PlayStation 1 era and only mattered in the PlayStation 1 era. So good for Gran Turismo for still existing in the year 2020.
So, okay, here's the thing. Picture this, right? You're watching
Yeah.
this PlayStation 5 screen. Multiple times, the
Couldn't be me.
PlayStation logos are coming over and over again. Like, we get it, PlayStation. We're watching PlayStation, right?
Yeah, it's
Suddenly,
Sony time.
Suddenly, this nice Japanese dude comes up and he's just like, "Hello, everyone. I'd like to show you my precious project of Gran Turismo 7." And I'm like, "All right, cool. It's a racing
We would
game,
like
all
to
right."
play.
And then boring.
Yeah, it's a
all
car
over
game.
the trailer, and I'm just like.
Yeah, it's a car
We
game.
have games like you had Spider-Man with cool action and visuals and stuff, and then you're going to follow it up with boring card game the third.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for Gran Turismo, but I mean, they gotta kind of shill the product, so, you know,
And
Gran
no
Turismo's...
disrespect, right? Whoever
Yeah.
likes Gran Turismo, good on you. You have your own kinks.
But, like,
I
why?
have mine,
Because it's a
and
card
that
game.
is swinging in the skies like Spider-Man, and it's
Yes.
flipping amazing.
We like to have fun when we play video games, but all, you know, respect to the people who don't like to have fun.
And I also respect to the guys who create Gran Turismo because I'm pretty sure they've worked really hard on the game, and I'm pretty sure it's probably better than I say it is. But
I mean, it's
by
just
looking
a-
at
like
trailers-
It's just a card
really
game.
good racing game, but I'm also just not into racing games.
and this
Yeah.
is Mario Kart.
That's the only racing game I play.
Because Mario Kart is fun and it has random stuff, and you really hate
It's
it, but you love it as well. That's the
I like
thing.
Sonic and All-Stars
I will
Racing
never
Transformer.
forgive Phil
I like
You
Sonic and
so-
All-Stars Racing, though. Sonic and All-Stars Racing is rad.
for do you not remember? My brother looked at me weird. Yes, I'm still angry about that.
No, what did they do?
Phil's a friend of my brother, and we were playing Mario Kart like 8, and it was Wario's mine shaft, and I was just about to
Wario
take first
Shaft,
place,
Shaft.
Wario Shaft.
and out of
Wario
nowhere, I think I get like red shelled or something by Phil, and he just passes me right before I passed the finish line. I was so mad.
Man, every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized. Okay, yeah, I mean, I always prefer Sonic and All-Stars Racing and Transformed because those are very fun games. Not on a
I
team
prefer
racing.
Sonic R.
Oh, that's the real one. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sonic
Hold
R.
on. Yeah, you
I
are.
wanted to say Sonic
Sonic
R, but I was too scared you guys were gonna hate me.
Where's Sonic R remastered?
I mean,
on.
come
Yo,
on.
I want
Let's
that.
talk
I really
about
want
Tails.
that.
What you know about Tails, all though? Which
Dude, Tails
you know about
was
Tails,
some creepy pastas, dude.
Guys, don't you mean Sonic Underground?
Sonic
Underground, his mother will be found. Sonic Underground. What you know about
I
Sonic
gotta
Underground?
check real
What
quick.
you know about what you know about Sonic's mom?
Sonic's
you know about Sonic's mom?
has got
Joe Mom.
going on.
What you know about Bernadette Hedgehog? I heard that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was so funny. Alright,
Yeah.
next game.
we can get
Let's
into
talk
Sonic
about
lore some other
racing.
time, but now we got another game to talk
Ratchet and
about.
Clank
And
Rift
it's-
Apart.
Yeah, it's one that matters. Ratchet and Clank
Moving on.
Rift Apart.
It looked really good.
Oh.
It looked really
Ratchet
good.
and Clank has always been a very good series.
If I'm
and-
correct, the
Oh.
new main character has already been like
Yeah.
E621
Yeah.
or whatever.
it's a new
instantly.
world
34.
record. Well, it's one of the
Yeah.
newest records. 6
Literally 2
minutes.
hours after.
No,
Literally, like,
less than that.
wait, what?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6
Like
minutes.
professional
Holy
artwork or like
Yes. Well, it's 6 minutes for the first post to be made on a website. 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
after the
6
stream or
minutes.
after the trailer was announced.
After the stream.
Okay, so not 6 minutes. Like
Yeah, not after the trailer. That
that would
Listen.
be super impressive, dude.
yeah, that would get an actual
Either
world
super
record.
Impressive or
I'd be
really bad art.
What?
Yeah, that'd be
Why
that'd be
hasn't
something.
anyone hired you?
But let's talk about the actual game and not the
I haven't
E621
seen
post.
much of it,
It looks really good.
I enjoy
the
Ratchet
art
and
of
Clank, so I'm excited. I think it's going to be pretty good.
It looks
Ratchet
good.
and Clank on the PlayStation 4 was a really awesome thing to see return because I played Ratchet and Clank when I was a little tiny child on the PlayStation 2, and they were very fun games. And to see it come back and give the budget it kind of always wanted to have, I was like, dude, that's sick. And now we're getting a sequel, and that continues on. And there's a female anthropomorphic character in the game, dude.
Dude,
Come
I
on.
hope, I hope she's called Ratchet.
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 Like,
Is that the joke you're
Ratchet.
going for, Peyton?
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
Ratchet. That's
Like,
so
you know, like Toadette or
unoriginal.
Ratchet.
That's so bad. I don't want my Nintendo naming conventions.
Funny.
It would
What
probably
do you think it would
be
be like Screwdriver?
no. It would be another piece of
probably-
tool though. It would be another hardware equipment though. Like, let me think.
Or well, what is Clank then? What kind of hardware
Wrench.
equipment is Clank?
He's a clank, dude.
That sounds like a slur towards robots.
Whoa, dude. Are you
Call me a Clank?
talking
You just
trash?
assume?
You talking trash about my boy over here? You
What
can't
Clank?
say that, dude.
What do you?
Oh,
What do
I
you think
stole
it's gonna
something.
be? Flipping.
I have no clue because it could like
Hammer?
be. It could be Sarah or it could be Wrench. So we have two options.
Oh, Wrench actually sounds pretty decent.
Wrench doesn't sound too
I
bad,
feel
but
like
it's also
Wrench is what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. But someone's gonna drop the R and just call her Wench for the rest of the game.
Well, I mean, that's probably going to be a joke in the game.
Oh, that'd be
Screwdriver
cool.
aren't gonna be as like content friendly because.
Obvious,
could you
no, it's got to
imagine
be Phillips
the
head.
joke, the
Phillips
appropriate
head.
joke people can make.
Yeah, it's going to be something because they got a Ratchet Wrench. Excuse me. And I don't know, Saw.
Gameplay looks really good though.
The gameplay does look good. I mean, it looks like a Ratchet Clank game with cool motion. I like the weapons that were shown. I'm looking forward to it. All right, next one. I don't know this one. Project.
Wait, can you stop
8.
for 1 second? This is important news.
Okay,
I'm so disappointed. Sonic Underground is not on Netflix.
that's wait. It's on my Netflix.
I searched
What?
Sonic and it's not anywhere. There's
Dude, they
Sonic
better not have
X.
taken Sonic Underground off Netflix. I
There's
swear
Sonic
to God.
X and Adventures of Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog.
Oh, that's the
No,
other one.
Sonic
No, it's not Sonic Underground. It's the Adventure. They added Sonic X to Netflix, by the
Yeah,
way. That's
Sonic
sick.
X is
Oh,
here.
Sonic X is amazing.
But we
I like
don't have
Sonic
the
X.
Epic classic Sonic Underground.
Well, they removed that one Sonic TV show that looked very similar to The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but it was actually based off the comic books. I don't know where that could even be nowadays, but that was pretty cool. But it's not on Netflix
But you may
anymore.
be fine. Super Mario Bros. Super Show still on Netflix.
Yes, it's still there. But we got to talk about something.
Do the
So-
Mario.
Swing your arms from side to... But we got to talk about something else.
All right, what's the next
So-
game again?
No, we're
Dark
not on
Arena,
the-
right?
No, we're not on to the next game because we want to talk about the new Crash game because it's very similar to the Ratchet and Clank one.
Can I just say, I don't like Crash's new design.
I think his designs are fine. I think
like-
if they just reuse his Insanity designs, it would have been fine
if they did
too.
that, I think it would have been
but-
fine, but I don't like this new one. It looks like a Frankenstein monster.
I
have
think
not
you'll warm
played
up to it.
Crash
I think it's
Bandicoot
fine.
Or Ratchet and Clank before.
Crash Bandicoot doesn't get good until like the second and third game, so don't play the first game ever. But
So just
they
get
are
the new
fairly
game.
good. Well, get the
do you like-
Insane Trilogy and don't play the first game.
Wrath
But
of Cortex is really good.
Wrath of Cortex is okay.
I do like how
What about Ratchet and Clank?
Oh, all of them.
Ratchet and Clank is really good. There's very few bad ones. There's like only
Not the
2 bad
movie.
ones.
When was okay? This is
movie
off
is the
topic
bad
from
one.
Ratchet and Clank, but when
The
was the
movie's
last
okay.
Jack and Daxter?
Doesn't
game?
exist. 3 was the last one.
Oh, I hope they come. up
When
with
was
a
that
new
was
Jack and
released?
Daxter.
When was that released?
It was still for the PlayStation 2, so you know.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it's
So it's been a bit
long
since
dead.
we've had him.
Long dead. Honestly, I want him to stay in the ground. I don't like him.
Why? I thought Jack and Daxter were cool.
I think it was the characters are nice, but the games are boring. Like they're directly comparable to Ratchet and Clank, and Ratchet and Clank's just them but better. So
I thought the I was about to call it Hamon, honestly. Their what is it? Their special power with the earth energy was cool.
I think it was okay, but not as cool as the weapons of any kind of Crash Bandicoot in Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Crash, Coot to Bandy.
That's what I like to hear.
Andy.
But yeah, the new Crash Bandicoot design looks alright. It's not a horrendous troglodyte monster. Excuse me, I meant to say
It
mongoloid.
doesn't look like Mind Over Monster from
Yeah,
the Wii.
it's not that Crash. Yeah, it's not that guy. It looks fine. I think you'll just have to warm up to it. The new Coco looks cool too.
Probably.
I like
Yeah.
their totally
Right.
tubular designs, because you also have the totally tubular designs that look sick.
Yeah, I like in the trailer they made a joke where it's just like, how many times have you defeated this guy? And you're like,
Only
three.
three?
And you're
Yeah.
just like, wow, I feel like it's more. I'm like, oh yeah, there were more.
Well, yeah, I think they're trying to like clean up the canon since people cared about the like Insanity pack. So now they're trying to like
Yeah.
clean up the games because they don't really want Wrath of Cortex on their lineup or any other game really to be on their lineup.
Or Twinsanity, or
Yeah, they don't want
all the
those
other
games.
remakes.
I hope they get to those because like I forget the series, but there something happened where it was Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat during the PlayStation 2 era released games like Deadly Alliance, Deception,
I was
and
about to say,
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
But then later, when Mortal Kombat 9, it made those games not canon because it went back through the story. Because Mortal Kombat 9 is Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, but then Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat what's the new one, 11, are going.
11, yeah.
Yeah, they're going back through that part of Mortal Kombat history,
There's
but a
Mortal
different
Kombat
storytelling.
canon?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So
it's actually
like,
a pretty good story.
I thought
It
it was
is.
just a fighting game.
dude.
Fighting
Yeah.
games
Like
can
we
have
established in the
stories.
last episode.
The
I just
play.
revealed myself
No,
to be
don't get
an
me started about
absolute-
fighting games. Don't get me started about fighting games. I'll go on all
KO
day talking
KO
about
gets
fighting
to play
games.
on Twitch Prime.
Surprisingly, no fighting games were announced at the PlayStation event.
KO
Yeah.
2002 for free from Twitch Prime. Epic moment.
2002? Is it Ultimate Match or is it just 2002?
I am unsure.
All right.
Probably just
yes.
20.
Sony doesn't own a lot of property with fighting games, at least not nowadays. But yeah, so they wouldn't have a lot to show unless they got something licensed. But yeah, the new Crash looks cool. I'm glad that they're coming back. And like I was trying to get to with the Mortal Kombat statement, they're going back through the history they had in older games, but with new games. So what I think they're trying to do with this Crash game is maybe they're trying to do that because we can see the sort of elemental masks return from Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're trying to do, like Mortal Kombat, where they're going back through the story, but not those games in a different game. So, yeah, it looks cool. I like the totally tubular skins. I'll say that much.
All right.
Rad, bro.
So,
Yeah, dude.
Project
Next,
Damn.
Athia.
Project Athia. Have no clue.
Yeah, it
What
was
is
really
it
one by
that-
Square Enix. It looks like one of those games like what's it called? Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing, maybe.
Project
I don't
Athia. When I look it up, all I
Wait,
get
Square
is
Enix, you
the
mean the
image.
company that only gives their Smash representative 2 game
Yeah.
songs?
Yeah.
2 games.
Okay, it looks like
2
nothing.
games.
It looks like a Unity game, that's for sure.
Bro, Unity.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
looks
that's
like a
cringe.
looks Project Athia. It looks like a video game, that's for sure. Yeah, if they don't want to reveal anything about the game, then there's not a lot for us to talk about it. I mean, even
Yeah,
Project
okay.
Athia,
I think.
that's a working title. I mean,
I
it's
saw
set
Square
in-
Enix and I got excited, and then they just released something like completely different. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't really get
Uh,
excited
I
for
like
Square
the
Enix
new-
anymore. They don't have a lot under their
It's a
belt
game
these
that
days.
Not a new Final
exists,
Fantasy
I
or
think.
Dragon Quest or anything. No, just a new IP.
It could be a pretty cool Souls-like, but that's just me being hopeful. I doubt it's going to be a cool Souls-like. I think it's going to be Square Enix third-party game that no one cares about. But that's
Yeah.
just because I'm a pessimist. It could be cool.
Could be.
So next up, Stray.
What is that?
Annapurna
Yeah.
Interactive revealed a robot-focused game called Stray, set in a
Oh,
world where
yeah,
humans
that
have
was the
died
one-
off. Cats,
Yeah.
however, are still in abundance. All right, so you got me at
Yeah,
cats.
Oh.
you play as a cat. Yeah, that one looks
So-
cool.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Warrior
I will
Cats,
say
the fighting
I
game.
did not watch the stream, so I have not seen the list.
Warrior Cats, the fighting game. You're saying to me right now? Is that what you're telling
Holy
me?
crap, dude.
Thundercats. Oh.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
It looks really fun and cute.
I like this idea of playing a cat game. I hope it's good. It's probably going to be a puzzle game. Let me look. It sports neon infused aesthetic. Okay.
Probably
yeah,
a platformer as well.
Oh, it could be a platformer. Might be a puzzle game. We'll have to see. They didn't, again, like a lot of these trailers, didn't show any
New
gameplay.
Zelda.
Yeah.
It's a new Zelda game.
I like cats. So Warrior Cats fighting game coming to you. Okay, next up, Returnal, a new franchise from Sony.
That one looks
never
weird.
heard of it.
So it's a game where
Returnal.
apparently every time the main character dies, she goes to the same planet again, but it's different.
Okay, so it's a roguelike. They're trying to act like that's a new mechanic. All right.
I don't know if it is a roguelike. It might not be. It might just be a story mechanic because like
that's a pretty god awful story mechanic, but sure.
Because she keeps getting like revived or whatever, and then like it's like some kind of paranormal event that she can't escape. Like every time she gets revived,
the
God.
99
it crashes into
dragons.
the land.
You know what this is? This is gonna be a bad ripoff of. Oh God, what's that game? Drinking Monster Energy and walking for 8 hours. What is that game called?
What?
It's the new Hideo Kojima game. God, what is it called?
Oh my God.
No, what's it called? Yeah, Death Stranding. Death
yeah.
Stranding. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a ripoff of that, which is not good.
Walking simulator.
No, I think there's gonna be more action in it. I don't think
You
you
say
like
that,
carrying
but
him.
I'm looking at a
I
3D mocapped actor wearing the exact same suit that fucking Norman Reedus did in his game.
Yeah,
so I
but
don't know.
in the game she was carrying a gun the entire time.
Oh my God, a gun! All right.
Yeah. So that's gives you
Oh
more
man,
hope,
finally I can shoot myself.
Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. House Marquee's PlayStation 5 title Returnal is a roguelike influenced by blah 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 blah. So it's a roguelike game.
It is
All right,
roguelike.
cool 3D roguelike. That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds kind of interesting. All right, next one that matters. We don't get a lot of these, but here's one: Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
I
yes.
was like, oh, it's Sackboy. It's gonna be a new Little Big
that?
Planet, and I'm like, oh, it's
It's-
3D adventure starring Sackboy.
It's 3D Little Big Planet. That's the thing. It's Little
But
Big
it's not
Planet.
Little Big Planet.
It is Little Big Planet.
It's
Did
not.
you see the same trailer that I did? Because it looked like
Yeah.
3D Little Big Planet, and
It's
you
not
collect
3D Little-
bubbles, and you
no.
get new costumes, and you dress yourself up like the characters
No,
from Little
but
Big Planet.
you don't create levels. You
I
just
don't
play
care.
A game that made.
Well, that doesn't
I don't-
matter.
that doesn't
You don't
matter.
have to create levels for it to be Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
Isn't that what Little Big Planet is? Isn't it like a level creator as well?
it is. It is a very
Yeah,
cool
but that wasn't
piece
the main
of Little
focus.
Big Planet. Yeah, what you can argue that maybe for the first game it was the main focus, but for second and third it was an addition.
It's weird.
I
They
think
have just
though.
really great, funny stories.
There is literally zero way to tell whether or not you can't edit like a level, though. I think there's still time. They might add that in. You might be able to make levels.
Why couldn't they just call it like Little Big Planet 3D or something? Why do they have to call it Sackboy's Big Adventure?
I mean, because technically Little Big Planet is 3D. You have
It's
different
2.5D,
planes?
isn't it?
Well, no, because you go in between different planes of the map. Yeah.
So what's going to change this one then? Is it going to be like a top-down?
No. It's just going to be a third-person like 3D platformer. And it
No,
looks
no,
really
no.
good.
So,
I like
this
it.
is
It looks good.
This thing confuses me, you know? Like, the title and the game just don't really, you know.
I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of things you can call it outside of, you know, bigger planet. Little bigger
Dude,
planet.
I wish at the end of that, Sackboy revealed to be the next Smash character.
I have
Oh
not
my
played
God.
any Little Big Planet games,
I don't
so
know
I
about
cannot.
that.
say-
I don't think we'd ever get Sackboy because he's already in a...
Yeah, he's
Oh my
already
gosh,
in
Ash, don't
he's already in
say that,
PlayStation
because
All
that's
Stars,
not
dude.
true.
He's already in
That's not-
PlayStation All Stars.
If we're going to go by that logic, then that means Ryu, Ken, and Terry should never be in Smash Brothers because
Well,
they're
they're
already
not.
in crossover
They're
fighters.
not super
You know what?
Smash
I don't
Brothers
think
like
Smash
fighting games.
deserves them. I don't think Smash deserves them, so sure.
Don't get rid of my Terry. Terry Bogard is precious.
Well, then why don't you play
Derek,
KOF?
so
Then why don't you play KOF, huh?
'Cause
Why don't you
I
play
don't
the game
wanna
he's
play
from,
KOF.
then, huh? Oh well, you know, like Terry, but you don't like the game he's coming from. Oh, okay,
I like
sure.
to play with a controller.
You don't like
I
Fatal
want to play with a
Fury?
controller.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
Dude,
Terry
KOF
sucks, but
and
you like him
Fatal
in
Fury
Smash.
are good.
I would
Yeah, okay, I
follow
see.
my Shiranui any day, dude.
Shiranui, is that an Okami?
That's an
reference?
awful pronunciation, actually.
It's my Shiranui, is it not?
It's Shiranai. Nice Shiranai. Pull it up.
In the
KOF. My
trailer for,
intro.
or not the trailer, but like the stream for Terry Bogard's Smash introduction.
Yeah, we're talking
the
about
guy
Smash,
called it My
though.
Shiranui.
Yeah, because he's an English voice actor.
Yeah.
Because he's an English voice actor who doesn't know how to pronounce Japanese names. Except when you look up any intro, she says her name.
They're just big dumb. We all know this already.
Yeah, this is new.
She got two big things. Though.
Nice Shiranai. It's Shiranai.
Alright, Shiranui then. I don't know.
She's
I
a
would fall in love
ancient
with her.
Shiranai. Fatal Fury 3. Oh, she's not gonna say because it's against Andy. Oh, but yeah, it's shooting. Anyway, next game up. Destruction All Stars. Never heard of it.
Okay, it looks like a Fortnite ripoff, but it looks pretty fun. It looks like the next
All
famous game that's gonna
Stars.
happen.
Next famous game? What do you mean by
okay,
that?
So Overwatch, right, had this cartoony look to it, and it was like 3D animated, kind of animation cartoony-ish at the same time. Same thing with Fortnite. It was cartoony and animation at the same time. Same thing with this game.
Oh, it's just a Rocket League ripoff.
No, it's more of a Titanfall ripoff because instead of giant mechs, they're cars.
So a Rocket League ripoff.
Yeah.
No.
So it's
Because-
Rocket League. Except
No, you're
it's
supposed
not
to
fun.
kill everyone on the other team. I'm pretty sure. You
So
can get
it's
out your
Rocket
car
League.
and fight them, or
It's
just-
Rocket League, but PvP.
So it's Rocket League.
whatever. Say
I
what
don't
you want
know.
to say.
I
All
feel like
know
I'd
is
rather
Rocket
a
League
good
and
game.
Soccer with cars.
Destruction All Stars. Dominate the glittering global phenomenon of Destruction All Stars. I mean, all
I
these
saw the
pictures of cars, but no people. I mean, outside in an actual arena. Oh, there's one.
There you go.
I don't know. Car games are hard to make fun. So you got trouble there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good.
You got some trouble in terrorist.
I didn't say I think it was bad. I think the All Stars in the game name. She was like, I don't think you should take a book out of Sony's book, or I'll take a page out of Sony's book or anything, because if you put All Stars in your title, it's probably gonna fail.
Paigey from Banjo and Kazooie.
That's not Banjo-Kazooie.
It's not.
I know. No, because you said Paige, and the first thing that came to mind was Paigey.
Well, then why didn't you actually say the name of the game that it came from, as bad as it is?
Isn't that ukulele?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
shut up.
You're a fake fan. You don't like Banjo-Kazooie, you big dumb idiot.
I hate ukulele.
Bam.
Oh, but you
Why
hate
did
so
you
much you
say
remember its
it?
names instead of Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, I see.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You
what
fell
now?
for it, fool.
All right. Next game, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Also never heard of
Oh,
it.
dude, that looked super cute when I saw it. It was like
Bridge
this
of
Pixar-ish kind of thing, or
Spirits.
DreamWorks kind of thing. I don't know. It looked super cute and super fun. It's kind of like Pikmin, basically.
Hey, I saw an indie game that looked just
Bro,
like this,
Pikmin.
except it
This
didn't get a
is
The
pre-rendered
game
3D
series that's
cutscene.
Never getting another game.
This is the thing, though, right? I think it's like PlayStation's Pikmin. I told you guys about this before, and it's like these little black spirit guys,
Oh,
right?
I
that are
see,
super
I see.
adorable, using
Yeah, I
the fight
see.
or whatever.
Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Well, all right. It looks like
That also
Yeah, it
made
looks
me
like
want
a-
to play
a Pikmin crossed with the sequel to Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian. That's what it looks like. Like a mixing of the two, kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing.
Time will tell.
It's cute
It
though.
will.
The art style
Time
looks
will
really
tell.
good.
The characters look pretty alright, yeah. I like the artwork a lot more than the in-game model, though.
I hope the spirits don't become like the minions or whatever.
Oh, you know
That'd
that's
be-
what they're gonna be. Don't act. If they have
gonna be
mouths,
annoying.
the problem number one is here already. If they have mouths, what made
Guys are so
Pikmin's
cute,
good
though.
is that they didn't have mouths, and if they did, they didn't
Except
speak.
for like the blues.
Yeah, they had mouths, but they didn't speak. They just went. Yeah. But the instant you're gonna talk to one of these little black puff guys, and they're gonna say, "Hey man, what's good? You wanna fight this monster?" And then another one's gonna go, "Banana." Yeah, that's what you're gonna get. Oh
Alright.
boy. Next
What's
game.
next?
Goodbye Volcano High. Never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, this one looked... Okay, so, do you guys know what Monster Prom is?
Yes.
Monster Prom?
Yeah.
Oh my
it
god.
It
Oh
looks just
my
like a better
god.
version of Monster Prom,
Oh
but
my
it's with
god.
dinosaurs.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
What is
Okay.
Monster
All right.
Did
Okay.
you look at
Yeah.
pictures
All
of it?
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
pretty
Yeah. So.
convention.
All right. Okay. Whew. Oh boy, I did not.
Say 60% of Monster Prom on
Look, I'm
Steam.
putting this in the video. This is a good one.
Wait,
Oh.
what? I don't know. What
I just
You
found
have
an image.
3
Hold on.
weeks to get a
Let me
date
just,
and
Oh no.
No, it's not what you think.
Discord.
It's not what you think it is. It's much better than that.
I was thinking like,
I'll put in general.
It's much
60% off.
better. It's not what you think it is, but it's better.
It's much better.
What is this?
Pretty good. Not bad.
Oh my god, what?
So Goodbye Volcano High. Yeah, Monster Prom. Was there any gameplay shown, or was it just a pre? Well, actually, thinking about the
literally
kind of game it is,
just
those
cutscenes
cutscenes
of
are probably gameplay. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. I think they need something to like.
Wow,
the
this
furries
guy's a
were just
fucking
like,
nerd.
The Ratchet and Clank new character wasn't enough for us. We need like a full-on.
we need a whole game.
We need
So,
a whole
what-
furry Game
yeah, what I'm
Like,
thinking
this
is-
fine.
This is Monster Prom mixed with that one game I never played, Night in the Woods.
No.
Never heard of either of those.
I
My
think that's what
sister
this is
has
gonna
that
be.
Night in
I
the
thi-
Woods game.
I think it's gonna be a mixing of those two games. I think that's what's gonna happen here.
Night in the
Fun?
Woods is a
This is
It's playing
awful
with the
character design.
Let's go.
Like,
It's
this
the
is
problem, you know, this
awful
could be
character.
FPS.
Like, just the way that, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you have this image here, but, like, just the character's face, just, no. Like, it looks fine
Okay.
here, but not here.
You don't know what
I have
here
no
is.
idea what you're
You don't
talking
see your
I'm
screen.
talking about my screen. I'm talking to the viewer at home. You'll see it when you
hello,
watch it
viewer.
over. Now, this is what I like.
It's gonna take, like,
This is what I
2
like to see, dude. Some people are right bastards. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure it'll be good. Anyway, Oddworld Soulstorm. Okay, I'm gonna come clean to you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't care about Abe's Odyssey.
Neither do
But
I.
I do like how they're bringing the series back, even though I've never played it. But I think it's pretty cool.
So Soulstorm is a remake of Exodus, I think. Yeah, okay, so it's a continuation of New and Tasty. It's a reimagining of Abe's Exodus. Yeah. So what happened is back in 1998 or whenever the first game, you got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, and then you had the sequel to that game, Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. And there was a recent remake of the first game, Abe's Odyssey, called Oddsworld, New and Tasty. And so this, Oddworld Soulstorm, is a remake of that sequel game, Abe's Exodus. So that's what this is. So it's nice it's getting a remake, but again, I'm going to be honest, don't care about Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah. It's an old game, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't find mechanics fun. It's just a pure preference thing. There's some people who really love this game, like Kid Icarus, and I respect that, man.
Not Kid Icarus, Cat Icarus.
You know, he said it
Cataclysm.
both ways. Whether on accident or not, I'm still going to use that excuse. Alright, next game. Ghostwire Tokyo. Never heard of it.
It's the one that
Sounds like
Bethesda-
weep trash.
It's the one Bethesda showed where the cute Japanese girl came out and was just
Bethesda.
like, "Honey,
Let me
drive."
Oh, great! Another property they're gonna abandon like 76.
It looks.
Who are you
okay.
talking about? Wait,
The-
what? Who?
She came
Oh,
at the
Bethesda.
Game Awards.
First problem, Bethesda, huh?
Do you know
Ooh.
the girl that came out on stage at E3
Oh,
last year?
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You want to know
Yeah.
why I'm looking at her? Because when I look up the game, I get her instead of the game, which is a really bad sign.
Yeah.
It's a really bad sign.
I mean, the game looked alright. They showed actual gameplay, which is cool.
Did they? Oh, it's not showing up here, so...
In the trailer they did. It was like mostly gameplay, actually.
Let me look at this. It might be a game I care about. Okay,
was first
so...
person.
Things others can't.
I'm looking
First
at it
person
right now.
gameplay.
fear threats, others don't.
Epic silence.
I'm watching right now. Yeah.
I'm just waiting until we get to a certain game.
I'm gonna go back and get some
I
water.
don't know what games there are.
Yeah,
I
you should
have-
get the water.
Can you send me a list real quick?
It's up to you.
No, because it's a website.
Oh, can you send me the link?
Sure. I
Just
guess.
look up games revealed with PS5, and I found a GameStop.
No, I'll
or
put my
GameStop.
website on it. It's got a good list.
Thank
I
you.
gotta go back a little bit. So it's first person. From what I can tell about the visual design, it looks like somebody really liked Junji Ito, and that's not a bad thing, but it's kind of blatant.
Which one are we at?
We're at Ghostwire Tokyo. You know, actually, that game doesn't look too bad. Gameplay-wise, I mean. Well, it also looks visually impressive. How it plays, though, is going to be a big thing. You're fighting mannequins. It's BioShock, except you don't have guns. That makes sense.
Oh, that sounds...
It looks good. You know what? It looks good. I like it.
Does it?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
But of course, I'm looking at reveal trailer gameplay, so it could be either much worse or much better than it actually is. I'm
Did you
hoping
read
for
all
much
that again?
better. What?
Sorry, cut that. Did you like summarize that again? Because I was just getting some water.
Yeah, I was just looking at the gameplay, and it looks like a good old first-person video game. It's like BioShock without the weapons. The visual design is someone really like Junji Ito, basically.
Yeah. What about what do you think about like Infamous style maybe?
Infamous? Well, I thought that at the initial part because it was third person, but that gameplay shows first person, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so not bad. That one could be good.
Good.
Alright, next one up. Jet. The Far Shore. Never heard of it.
I don't remember this one. Hold on, let me look it up.
That's a good thing. That's good. That means
Hold on,
something's
it's called
really
Jet
good.
with 2 T's?
Yes, Gett. The Far Shore.
Django Fett?
No, it's not that guy.
G-E-T-T or J-E-T-T?
Jett, my bad. The Far Shore. Oh, is this made by the people who did Journey? Because it looks like that game.
Hold on, let me look at it.
Oh, it's got an
was
Epic's
epic.
Game Store.
Oh
thing,
yeah,
so.
I had no idea what this one was. Yeah, this one was so boring as well. Like, dude, it was just like a wasteland thing, and I'm just like, I don't even know what this game is, and I'm completely bored. Like, there's nothing interesting going on. So that's why I don't remember it. I was just like completely just like tuned out.
Oh man,
It's
that
like,
must mean it's a really good game.
I know, like
Super boring to look at, and it didn't have anything interesting in it. Man,
Look,
woo.
if your game
Oof.
has everything looking like the same color, I'm out. I'm sorry.
It's tough because there's some games that can manage to pull off that look, much like Journey, but you know,
Journey was epic.
Journey was pretty good.
Funny twist that I will not reveal.
Yes, don't reveal the twist. It's important to the game. It's very important.
Sans under. Oh,
You mother. And yeah, okay, so
Alright,
no
boot
game.
'em.
No gameplay and nothing. So yeah, Jet the Far Shore. That's a must buy, definitely.
Definitely. 10 out of
All right,
10. Would never buy
next
ever.
one, definitely. There's a reason I'm buying a PS5 actually. All right, we got Godfall. Next one up, Godfall.
Oh, yeah.
Boy. Alright, I've got something to say about this, Mr.
I actually have nothing to say. I don't know anything about this.
It's
Take it
being
away.
developed by Gearbox, for one.
Who's
Never
Which
Gearbox?
is Borderlands. They made
Okay.
Borderlands.
Wait, is
Alright.
it 2K?
No, 2K is the publisher.
Okay.
That's like my main problem is I'm glad they're making a new IP, but this is probably why Borderlands 3 has gone to shit recently because they're not updating it anymore.
They're working on this game.
Besides that, it's gonna be a PS4 exclusive for an undetermined amount of time, and there's no
Nice.
confirmation if it's coming to Xbox.
That's
it is
what I
coming
like
to
to
PC
hear.
though.
Wait,
Nice.
why would they show it at a PS5 game conference? I thought the whole point was to show.
Well, it's gonna. Oh yeah, no. It says Godfall for PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but it's also coming on the PlayStation 4.
I
Well,
mean
it
5.
can-
Sorry,
it
I
can
didn't mean
be-
4. I didn't mean saying 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fumbled over myself.
Yeah, shown first several months ago, demonstrated again, features intense melee combat, that's what I like to hear, as well as supernatural science fiction elements. Okay.
Last
You'll be able
time
to
they showed
unlock
this game-
godlike armor. I'm
It
gonna
doesn't
watch the
look
video.
bad. It's a good-looking game.
Well, from the images I saw, it was graphically impressive and looked nice. Also, I like some of the pictures they had for fights, but I'm looking at gameplay right now.
Last time they showed the game, they showed no gameplay at all, so it's actually good. They actually did.
This one is this one's a gameplay reveal. Alright, I'm looking at it.
They're mostly new IPs.
So my wonder is if these weapons are dependent on armor.
That's a good question.
Because it says Master Godfall armor to play the game or whatever. It looks like a third-person hack and slash, that's for sure. I like my third-person hack.
Like,
Said they made
Borderlands 2
The only experience with Borderlands I have is like an hour of the Fantasy Warriors.
Borderlands 2 was so good that it survived for 7 years without them needing to make the third game.
Yeah, pretty much. Borderlands 2 is so good it's better than the third game.
I wish that wasn't true, but yeah, it is.
I only have played a few minutes of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, but I do.
I
have
hate you.
Borderlands.
You played a few minutes of the worst one.
I don't know,
I had
Borderlands
zero
1 is
experience.
not that great either one.
Well, yeah, but one was their first time trying it out. It's like
I
not a
don't-
bad game.
I don't give allowances for old men.
I
don't give allowances for old men. We're talking about Borderlands.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Borderlands, but I've never played Borderlands. So.
It's a
Borderlands
really
4.
good
You think the first
FPS
Pokemon
RPG.
game
It's actually the
because it was
father
good.
of the genre. Before Destiny came out,
I would
say
say
it was
father. I wouldn't
You
say
mean before
father
Irrelevant
because
came out?
no, it's not the father of the genre because it is absolutely just a roguelike hack and slash. Well, not roguelike, but it's a roguelite hack and slash looting game that was originated with Diablo. The only difference is Borderlands made it guns instead of medieval fantasy weapons.
Epic.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, he's opening. You open up a
Whoa.
bag of chips. All right. Anyway, that's Godfall. It could be good. I really hope because from what I see from the gameplay, it looks kind of floaty, a lot like Lords of the Fallen, and I don't want it to be Lords of the Fallen, and I don't want it to be the Surge. I hope it's more clean
What are
than what I'm
those?
looking at. Because it looks pretty decent. I like dodge. Wait, what are you asking me right now?
Whatever you were saying, it looks like.
Lords of the Fallen.
Yes.
Lords of Fallen was one of the first Dark Souls ripoffs, and it's notoriously noted as slow Souls because it is slow and clunky, and it's okay, but not great.
What was the other one?
The Surge.
What is that?
That one's better, but I don't like how floaty it is. I never really clicked with Surge. I like a lot of the mechanics, but it ends up being really floaty, and that's not what I want in any of those games.
All right.
You dash across the ground 30,000 hours on a hard attack, and it's dumb. I don't like it. Anyway, next game up, Solar Ash.
never heard of it.
Me neither.
I do remember the title looking thing, but I don't remember the actual game. That says a lot about it. It does-
Yeah. Okay, so I'm
Hold
looking
on.
at this character.
I might remember if I look it up.
All right.
Oh,
it's got,
yeah, I remember now. This looks sick, actually. Never mind. I forget what I said. This game looks really good.
Hyperlight Drifter. You know, it's funny. I was about to say it looks exactly like a game, but it might be literally the game I'm thinking of right now. One sec.
Like Fury?
Yes. Yeah, no. Hyperlight Drifter. It's exactly very similar looking video game.
Pretty sure it's
It's
by the same people.
that's what I was
Says
about
from
to
the
say. That's
creators
because
of
it's the same game.
Hyperlight Drift.
Yes, by the people
yeah,
who made
no,
Hyper Light
this might be
Drifter.
the same people.
It is
Wait.
the same people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
Was it
people who
also
made
by the
Hyper
same
Light
guys who made
Drifter.
Fury?
I think so, because those are also the same looking games.
Yeah, I think it
Fury.
is. Fury, Hyper Light Drifter, and Solar Ash made by the
And
same
Merrick
team.
Thoa. And
It's all like
No.
the effects they use. It's not.
it's not the same people. Developer The Game Bakers and developers Heart Machine, Abbey Lights, SL, so it is different.
Okay. Well, the effects they use are similar. So.
Yes, it's the graphic style is very similar. But yeah, okay, that looks decent. Is it 2D?
It looks really good.
I can't
No, it's
tell.
3D.
It's 3D. Oh yeah, it's 3D.
Yeah, they
Look
showed it
at
in the
that.
gameplay.
Yeah, I can see it now.
It looks really good though.
It looks like a nice little stylized game. I hope it's got some fun stuff in it, and it is not.
I think they're gonna play
empty
with gravity a lot because, like, in the trailer, she walks out onto a ledge and then like it flips upside down to show the actual like title screen, and she's upside down. It looks really cool.
Bro, Super Mario Galaxy?
Oh.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. That
Super
sandbag.
Mario Galaxy revealed for the PS5. Am I right?
No, the sandbag of that joke is what I was talking about.
Nice.
All right, Hitman 3.
Yeah, that one was like, wow.
What you know about
Dang,
Hitman?
Dude,
they
Tyler
made
used
Hitman 1
to
and 2.
love Hitman.
Hitman's so much fun, dude.
Hitman
I've
can
never
be
played
very
it, but
fun.
it looks so much fun because you use anything as a weapon. That's literally the game.
So I played Hitman Blood Money, and that is a very fun game. And
I
the
do
most
not
recent
know what
Hitman,
is.
Hitman's a game where you're supposed to kill targets in different ways. Like any way you can kill a target, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
you
Yeah,
play
It's
as
so
a,
much fun.
Play as a bald dude.
you play
I
as
guess
a
it's in the name.
assassin man.
That was
play-
a surprise when I was watching it on stream. Just like,
Yeah.
what is this game? I'm like, oh, it's Hitman. Holy crap.
So Hitman Blood Money is very, very good. And the most recent one that was released for the PlayStation 4 is also pretty good. It had some problems with the way it kind of forced you to go about playing some levels, which isn't what Hitman's about. But it was still fairly decent overall as a package. So seeing a new Hitman game, not bad. But that's about it. Alright, next game. Astro's Playroom. What is this? I don't know what this is.
I don't remember
It's
this one either.
somebody's playroom.
Let me look it up. Astro's
Apparently.
Playroom?
Astro's Play... Oh, nothing to see here.
Oh, yeah, this one is the PlayStation game that's coming
is
with
the
it.
Playroom. It's the
Yeah,
Playroom.
it's like the VR headset Playroom thing that the PlayStation has, but like in a PlayStation 5. Like, it's gonna come with the PlayStation 5, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's that game no one played. Oh, wait, hold on. I was about to say it's garbage, but now I can see there's a PlayStation 2 menu reference, so... Gets all the money
That's
for
something.
me.
So nostalgia, man. They're milking you hard.
I don't want to hear that. But, yeah, sure.
Shut up.
Don't... That's mean. Don't say mean
I
stuff.
apologize.
Alright, so PlayStation video game no one really cares about, question mark? Next game, Little Devil Inside.
Oh yeah, that one was like a really cool artistic one. I don't know what it's about, but
What did you say?
it's like a really cool artistic game where it's
Okay.
like this guy hunting monsters or whatever, but it comes back to this old guy doing old guy stuff. I don't
All
know
I'm gonna
what the
say
game
is I
is about.
misheard you.
Those strange things old people do, we can't quite decipher.
But it's like, but I think the main gameplay is you playing as this guy who's hunting these monsters or whatever. But it looks
Monster
really cool.
Hunter. What?
Yeah. It looks
It could
kinda
be
like
that. Oh, survival RPG. Okay, I was about to say it could be a story game, but no, it's a survival RPG.
Okay.
So you hunt things, you shoot monsters.
So, Monster Hunter. But
Yeah.
you main light bow gun only. Oh,
And
shit.
it's cartoony.
Oh,
Next
okay.
is Bug Snacks.
Oh gosh.
Next
Alright.
is, wait, what? Say that again?
Bug snacks.
No, it's not. No,
Is it
it's
not?
not.
Alright, that's
You're
later.
forgetting. You're forgetting an incredibly important choice, dude.
Oh,
How can you
shoot.
forget the best game on the list? NBA 2K21, bruh.
Dude, the sweat in that.
How-
Oh my gosh! It
How
looked
are
really
you gonna
bad.
miss out?
Gonna be
How are you
honest.
gonna miss out on NBA
I'm
2K21,
a
dude?
fool.
Best game of
Gonna be
2021.
honest, the guy looked really wet, but like not in a good. Like he didn't look good. Just gonna say, the guy in the trailer just
I didn't
looked.
know you like guys wet, Peyton.
I didn't. I never said that.
The
Completely
in-engine
misheard me.
footage featured impressive sweat effects on players.
It just did not.
Individual beads clearly dripping down their faces.
That sounds
Why?
stupid.
That's really
Where
epic,
are you
dude.
reading this?
Man, you've got my money,
If you saw
PlayStation.
it
Let me
close
tell
up, though,
you.
it looked really bad.
Imagine making that a selling point. Realistic sweat.
Yeah, that's the big selling point right now. It's literally just the sweat.
Top 10 reasons not to get Breath of the Wild. No sweat.
If you are someone who is excited for this game, and this is the big game that you were happy was revealed at the Sony event, please
What's
stop.
wrong with you? You don't play
Stop.
video games.
Please
This is a big
unsub.
game.
No.
Please
Wait,
Rethink
first,
If this
your
is the game
life.
You
Give
are
us all your
excited
money,
about. You
then
are not a
unsub.
gamer. You are not a gamer.
yes.
Give us your money, then
2K21
unsub.
is not a good game. It's not fun.
We can
Stop playing
obviously.
it.
You can already tell.
All right,
That
now
means
to the next
whole
game,
next
Bug
is
Snacks.
Bug Snacks joke.
Oh gosh, dude. Okay, so what
Bug
got me
snacks.
excited, right? It was like, at the
Let me
first I was
look at it. I
skeptical,
don't know what it is.
And then it was said it was made by the creators of Octodad. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a chance. And then it's a game where you eat animals that are like food stuff, and
I
then
see.
your body becomes that food stuff. It's like if you eat a strawberry, your hand becomes a strawberry.
Oh.
Final
Eat an
Cars?
octopus
What?
to Become Octodad.
It's not really Final Cars.
But like I was like, oh, it was the creators of Octodad. Octodad was pretty good. It's a pretty fun game.
I don't
And
remember
then-
Octodad. I remember it becoming popular out of nowhere.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Octodad was one of those games that was made for YouTube, where a YouTuber would play it and you don't buy the game because
Yeah.
it's not actually a fun game. It's just a game that YouTubers play.
Just a
It's
funny
just a game you watch.
Yes, it's one of
really
those
funny.
games. Well, let me think. There's a recent example. The Duck game. It's like the Duck Untitled Goose Game. It's
Yes.
you never buy Untitled Goose Game. Let me just say this right now. If you bought Untitled Goose Game, you should feel bad because that is a
Yeah.
game that YouTubers play and you look at, go, haha, funny goose. And if you actually buy it for that reason, you should feel bad. You should just stop.
I'm gonna say
That $3.99
I think the
could have went
concept-
to nothing else.
The concept of Goose Game, right, is a really cool idea. Like doing
Is it?
tasks as a dusk,
Is it?
duck or whatever. It
is that cool
As
to
a
you?
goof,
Is
Yeah,
that what you
because-
find enjoyable in a video game?
Here's the thing, right? Because imagine Goat Simulator, right?
That
Those
is
things
exactly
like
that.
that.
That literally slots in the same exact category as a game you don't buy. I was tricked.
What do you mean? Goat Simulator is so much fun.
Is it?
It is.
Are
Is
you
it?
willing to go on statement with that?
Yeah, I played it.
I
Are
can't
you?
agree with you, Peyton. I honestly do not enjoy Goat
Because
Simulator.
When's
so-
the last time you played Goat Simulator?
That's not. What
That's
the hell
very
does that have to
relevant.
do-
If it was
How
Answer
does
the
that have to do with
question.
anything?
if it was as fun as you claim it is, why don't you know about the new updates for Goat Simulator?
Because there are no new updates. What are you talking about?
Are you sure about that? Are you
Want me to go-
certain?
I can look
You
up
don't know
new
about
updates
the-
for Goat Simulator.
You
and
don't
there'll
know
be
about the
nothing.
Payday 2 special update, dude?
Hold on, let me look it up.
What? That Payday 2 DLC's
What you
been
know
out for
about
like
this?
a year.
Well, that's still the most recent update for Goat Simulator.
I thought the space one was the most recent one.
Why do you know
That's
this?
old.
Why do I know this? Because I actually kept up with the game for a good bit.
Why?
Oh, this
Because-
is-
Why?
Goat Simulator is made by THQ.
When I was but a young lad, I actually enjoyed the game.
Same.
The most recent.
I
thing
was
on
the same.
Steam-
I bought it when I was a little baby child, and now it's in
We
my
are
Steam
all
library.
caught in the same boat. We got it as children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next game.
No, I wanna look. Give me a minute.
Next game, Goat
At
Simulator
Bug
for the
Snacks
PS5.
or
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm looking at
okay,
right now.
because this game does not look good.
Next
be
game,
honest.
bro, Goat
I
Simulator.
had
for
hope because
PS5.
it's made by the creators of Octodad, and Octodad was pretty decent.
Octodad was. I think the second Octodad game was good.
I did not see the second one.
The second one was Deadliest Catch. That one was much
Deadliest.
better than the first game, but it still wasn't a game that should be on like the top priority list of yourselves.
Wait, another one of those games you just watched, I Am Bread.
Yes, that is a game you never buy. You never buy I Am Bread. That is a bad decision. That
Or
is
Quap. You never
Yeah.
buy Quap.
well. The thing is, QWOP doesn't cost
you can't
money.
buy Quap.
Yeah, that's the thing. QWOP doesn't cost money. You know what does cost money? Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Wait,
Oh
really?
god.
That's a game you never buy.
That's a torture game.
That is a game you never purchase ever because
I
otherwise
thought that was
you're the
free,
dumb man.
actually.
You are.
It should be free.
I was about to say that you are lucky, but then I realized that that's what the price should be.
You never buy Doki Doki Literature Club.
You know what?
Can we
It
not
might-
with that?
It might slot exactly into that category. You
never
might
buy
be right
FNAF.
there. That's different. That's a good horror game.
Are you sure? Weren't we
Yes.
just
Have you
having-
played FNAF 2?
We were having a conversation before
FNAF
this.
is
I don't think you
actually
were there,
playable.
but we said that FNAF 2 wasn't that great, and
What?
FNAF 3 and 1 were actually better.
What?
I did not
Who said
say
this?
FNAF 3
Who
was
said
better.
this? Who said
I
this?
I said
Reagan.
FNAF
Who
1
said
was
this?
the
Who the
best
fuck said
FNAF
this?
game.
Reagan
You're a
said
dumbass.
this.
Fuck
Don't
you. I'm
slander
kicking you out of.
my
I'm
name.
kicking you out of
My
goddamn.
personal
That's it.
favorite. I didn't say
That's
any
it,
were
motherfucker.
I don't blame.
You're gonna wish you never said that.
No, it wasn't Rodney. I don't think it was Rodney. I think it was Reagan.
Oh yeah. Now what? You got anything to say? You got something to say,
No.
dude? No.
Can I defend myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
I think FNAF 3 is better than FNAF 2. I'm not
All right. All right. Back to what we're talking about. Bug snacks, right? All right. We're talking about. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
It just like had a mental breakdown. How dare you say FNAF 2 isn't good?
We like to have
I
fun
vote
here.
for the
Can I
FNAF
defend myself real
games.
quick?
Yeah,
Here's
sure.
the thing.
No.
FNAF 2 had a lot of things you need to keep track of, and
That's what made it
of
good.
New stuff to the game.
That's
but,
what
like,
made it
I think
good.
it had too many good new stuff, like too many new stuff to the game. And I
I
FNAF
think
3 did it
Ultimate
well
Custom
because-
Night was too much.
Because there's only one animatronic you have to keep track of, but there are other things I need that animatronic could do to get to you.
I
So
like
think
the
that was way
air.
better.
I like the air of mystery that surrounded FNAF 3 when it came out, but FNAF 2 still remains as the best game because it's the most fun.
I
Well,
prefer
FNAF
Sister
Ultimate Custom Night is
Location
because it's the ultimate
personally.
game.
I just like the different.
You know what?
things
You're right.
each night.
I'm just saying, man. All right.
I like Sister Location because it was a different thing each night, even though it was different from the rest of the series.
I like Sister Location's lore. It
Yeah.
had fun stuff, but I really like the lore of that game.
Did not like the animatronic.
Night 4 sucked.
Dang, he's calling it like he sees it. He's right.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not calling FNAF 4. I mean, not FNAF Sister Location FNAF 4 because I think it's more of a spin-off.
No, it's canon. It's in the main plotline.
Well, it's canon. It's canon, yeah. But I feel like it's more of a spin-off game.
So
because-
shut it now.
Because Freddy isn't even the main character or the main animatronic that time.
It's difficult because every FNAF game released has technically been a part of the main storyline. There's not really spin-off games, even though you think FNAF World is a spin-off game.
Somehow.
Fuck is FNAF
kinda is.
World? Wait,
What
no.
you don't know about FNAF World, dude?
Bruh,
No,
the best
yeah,
FNAF
what is
game.
FNAF World?
What you know about
The
FNAF World?
FNAF RPG.
I'm pretty sure we've
Yeah,
had this
dude.
conversation before, where
You
you're like,
don't know
"What's
about
FNAF
FNAF
World?" And then we're
World?
like,
You never
"What?"
heard of FNAF?
What?
World?
The
You
only
don't know about
FNAF,
FNAF
RPG I know is Five Nights at Fuckboy.
That one's a good one. That one's good. This is FNAF
I think
World.
I've seen that. Wait, no, I think I've seen like gameplay of that. It looks
I have the
stupid.
game.
God tier game.
Can we get
Dude.
that? Can we get that cursed image out
All
of
right.
the chat room?
No, it'll stay there. But
Okay,
we'll
cool.
continue on. All right, next up.
I'm gonna become blind.
Okay. Hello?
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 All right, are we
Hello,
going to keep
hello.
talking about bug snacks or are we going on?
Do we wanna, or do we wanna keep going and skip bugs next because it's not that good?
Well, did you have something to say about Bugsnax?
No, I think it's bad.
Oh, dang. Got
I
it.
have
think it
nothing to say about any of these.
I hope I might be wrong, and that they might do something creative with this food thing. But for now, it doesn't look that great.
Dang, calling it like he sees it. Also true.
To be honest.
Do you want to skip the next game to continue and return to it later?
But
What's the next game?
It might be a game that starts with demon and ends with souls.
I feel like
Should we do like? All right.
Do you want to say that for last, or do
I
you
don't know
want
what
Yeah,
to say about
because
it.
we can have a conversation about remakes and remasters along with that one.
We can do that, yeah. So next one is Deathloop by Arcane Studios.
Yes.
That
And
sounds
by Bethesda.
interesting.
And by Bethesda, I think.
Oh,
It's
gross.
one.
Never
So
mind.
here's the plot, right? The plot is that there's these 10 targets, right? And there's
Yes.
2 assassins that are trying to go after these targets, but they're also trying to kill each other. And
I
whenever
see.
they die, they like it's kind of like Tracer. You know how when she gets hurt, she can use her rewind and goes back in time.
Yeah?
It's similar to that. Whenever you die, you go back in time for a few seconds before you
I
die.
see.
And it happens with both of the assassins. So so both assassins can go back in time or whatever whenever they die, and then try again.
Alright.
It sounds confusing.
That sounds
I made
fairly
it be-
interesting. I'd have to see the gameplay. It could be kind of cool.
There was
Is it a
gameplay shown.
Is it a multiplayer centric game, or is it single player stuff?
I don't know.
Cause-
I think it's single player. Maybe. I don't know.
Deathloop. I really like the art style they went for all the promotional stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a one of those film like 90s 80s films or something.
Yeah,
I
Art
will say I have not played
Deco mimic.
Overwatch, so I don't know what Tracer it is.
Well, yeah, I just knew about Tracer. I don't play Overwatch either. Yeah, it's got a real.
Tracer.
Gosh, freaking
Okay.
Demon Souls and the
The
Demon
oh
Souls
my God,
and the meme is so flippin' funny.
Wait, what are you
Are
talking
we
about?
good with
The meme you
Deathloop
posted.
or?
Oh yeah. Deathloop. I might be interesting. That's a fairly interesting concept. I'm becoming MatPat saying interesting so much. All right, next game, Resident Evil
Resident
Village.
Evil Village.
So you want to know what's crazy?
So excited. What's so crazy, my guy?
I haven't seen the trailer for it yet.
I've seen
Dude,
the trailer and
It's
that's
just like
it.
7. It's just like 7's trailer where they fake you out, and it's just like, oh, it's not Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil.
If I'm correct, isn't it supposed to be trying to go back to the roots of Resident Evil?
No.
Well,
like,
I hope it does, because I don't want to play Resident Evil 7 again. Because Resident Evil 7 is not a good game.
I think it's more like kind of it's because Resident 6, 7, and 8, like 6 and 7 were like a part of a trilogy, right? Or wait, no, was it not?
I missed the
it
whole
was
series.
4,
It was-
5, 6, or technically.
No.
I think it's 1, 2, and 3 were like the first original like 3 games where you're like it's a view from like specific camera points.
Yes.
Then 4, 5, and 6 were like based on like third.
They switched to third person's
and
camera.
then,
yeah.
and then
You're
whatever
forgetting a
7
couple
is,
there,
I
but
think
yeah,
they're
yeah.
continuing that into another trilogy of games like that.
Bad idea. No good.
But what did you think of the story of Resident Evil 7?
Bad. The
Well,
whole
apparently
package was
Resident
awful.
Evil 7 wasn't bad in my opinion.
Resident Evil 7 was so bad that it's not even Resident Evil. It was so
Weren't they-
not Resident Evil that they had to have an ending where Chris Redfield comes out of an umbrella helicopter just so they could say it's a Resident Evil game.
Wait, who
'Cause
was
other
trying
than
to
that,
find
nothing.
whose wife they were trying to find?
Ethan
Mia-
was trying to find Mia, his wife.
That wasn't even his wife, that was
so-
his girlfriend.
Chris shoots him.
They
in the
weren't
trailer.
married?
Chris
No.
shoots her in the trailer.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Good.
Yeah, because
Good.
Or whoever it
she's
is,
like,
but 'cause
Get
he's
those
like,
characters
"Oh,
out of the
sorry, Chris,"
story.
or something, and then just
His story comes to a close. All right, I'm watching.
he's watching
This
it. All
this yeah, this has become a reaction video right now. His story comes to a
It's
close.
multiple reaction video. And then, okay, all the reactions I saw online for this is like, oh, this is Resident Evil. I'm like, gosh dang it, stop saying that. I want you to be surprised.
I really
It's
hope
Resident
it's not
Evil.
first person. I really hope
I
it's
think
not.
it's
It's
gonna
first
be.
person. It's
I
first
It's
really-
gonna be.
I really don't want it to be
The
It's
rest will
first
go
person.
free of
I don't know what
monsters
Resident
vanished
Evil
into the
is.
trees.
What?
What's wrong?
Okay.
What?
Reagan, that's the last straw.
What? All right.
You're not
give me-
invited to my birthday party anymore.
I'm
What's
gonna
your birthday party?
deafen
I'm
myself real quick
joking.
so I can listen to this. One sec. All right. Man, I really hope this isn't first person.
What is it with that creepy story?
What is it with that creepy
Just a local
story?
tale.
Shut up.
You're really into that stuff?
Shut up. Fuck you.
Quit
Be a
being
good
so
game. How about that?
paranoid.
Quit being so paranoid. Says a character in a Resident Evil game? Yeah, okay.
No,
Ooh.
Friendly. Friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on?
We got Old Man Jenkins. That's cool.
They're coming. Who is?
Ooh. With the snow environment, it looks like Resident Evil 7. Oh, that looks like not Resident Evil 7. Oh, that actually looks like Resident Evil 4. You think this is based off the Myst prototype of Resident Evil 4? That would be kind of cool. If it wasn't first person, that is. Which it really looks like it is. I mean, it doesn't even look like a Resident Evil game. It doesn't even look like a Resident Evil. It doesn't come close. Nothing about it. That looked like a fucking... Who the hell is that guy? Was that fucking Raul? That's a goddamn werewolf. It really doesn't just... It does not look like a Resident Evil game at fucking all. Village. They really love doing that Roman numeral shit. God, I wish it wasn't...
Chris?
Chris?
Sorry, Ethan.
Aw, man. Ethan? Yeah, fuck her. Actually, though.
Why?
You should have kept shooting, dude. Come at 2021. I hope it doesn't. Alright.
Coming out
Alright, I'm
sometime
back.
later this year.
What'd you
I
think?
watched it.
He's finally back.
It did a
Speak
lot
of
to
Bill-
look like not Resident Evil. It
As
did
usual.
It did a lot to look like not a Resident Evil game, and that's okay.
They changed Krish's design again.
Well, they already did that. It just looks like his Resident Evil 7 design. He looks better
looks-
than he did
he
in
looks-
Resident Evil 7, but he doesn't
Yeah, I was
look
about
like
to say
Chris.
he looks
It's because
different
of the
now.
PlayStation 5, pretty sure though.
He looks closer to
Which-
the Resident Evil 5 guy, but not... This is not the Chris I know.
Which Chris do you prefer? Old, like, actual, like, normal-looking Chris from RE1, or
Resident Evil 5 Chris.
buffed up Resident Evil 5 Chris? That's the one I prefer.
Bad voice
Resident Evil
acting
5
for-
Chris. That's a Chris everyone likes.
Because he's, like, the best Chris, even
He's the-
with the stupid boulder punching.
He's the Basaw Chris. Everyone loves him. And if you don't, you're a fool.
Reagan,
All right,
Yes.
you're the fool.
you're the fool.
What do you
Wait,
say?
No, he'd never heard of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I heard that part. What's that about, Reagan?
I don't know.
That's tough,
Yeah,
You know, play
something
but
to
Marvel
say.
vs. Capcom.
don't you play like not good,
Good
games over
games?
there?
I mean, I never played Resident Evil, but I still know what it is.
Peyton!
Well,
What?
I don't have a PlayStation or Xbox. You can't
What?
expect me to
Peyton,
know.
oh my god, I'm
library is
reinst-
full of
Ooh.
cringe.
Resident Evil 5 was
Can
released
Resident
for the fucking Leapfrog. I don't want to hear it.
Can Resident Evil 5 be played split screen, Beckett?
Yes.
Peyton, you're coming over, I'm reinstalling Resident Evil 5, and we're gonna play through the entire story in one sitting.
You should.
No,
it's
I
fun.
would not. I would not mind doing that because I.
It's
It
a
is
very fun
such
game.
a good game.
For an-
It is a
okay,
very good
I don't know if
game.
I've said this in
I will
any
be
other
right back.
podcast episode. I don't know if I've said this in any other podcast episode, but I'm a Nintendo gamer, so
Fair enough.
Which
Yeah.
is
But
grody.
you're missing out on so much good stuff.
I know, and that's why I want a PlayStation 5 because all the games on there look really cool and good.
Yeah.
But
you just gotta hope that they bring Bloodborne to the PlayStation, then you're a-okay.
I don't really want to play a Souls game, dude. Like,
What?
I don't think I'm that
Bloodborne's
game.
a good game.
I'm not saying it's not a good game. I'm just saying I'm not good at those games.
All right,
I understand
so,
that, neither am I, but I find enjoyment in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it. I don't know.
You
Hey,
should. Everybody should try those games once because before they know it, they're playing like one of the best games they've ever played in their whole life, and then they're like
Dark Souls 1 I just never got far into.
I like Dark Souls 1 the least out of the Dark Souls trilogy, but it's still a really good game.
I one save I had when I was like little was the very first time and the only time I've made it out of the asylum. Because I can't stand the Asylum Demon as a boss.
Yeah, I mean, let me just put it this way. It's funny to see the Venn diagram of people who think, like, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is, like, a really good hack and slash, and people who have played Dark Souls, because they're very separate groups of people.
Yeah.
They're very separate. There's a
What's up
clear line.
next?
Do you want to say anything else about Resident Evil? I really hope it's not first person. It looks like it's first person.
I
think it is.
This game has to tie the story in for me.
It has.
Like-
Resident Evil 7 was nothing. I really hope they decide to actually make Resident Evil 8 a Resident Evil game.
Like, I'm talking, like, there are so many loose ends in characters that aren't done anything. Leon hasn't gotten a good game since 4, and his story in 6 just didn't do anything.
Well, to be fair, he's been a protagonist for 2 games straight. Like, maybe we don't need Leon to be the protagonist, but maybe have him in a game.
I wouldn't mind him being, like, a part of the story where he gets maybe either his own section or he's, like, important for the story.
That's right. I remember my good friend Leon S. Kennedy sent me to find bioweapon evidence from Umbrella.
Is Umbrella's not even in the series anymore, man.
Yes, it is. It's dumb that it is. Anyway, I'm gonna make one last comment about this, and it's that it looks like it's kind of inspired by one of the prototypes for Resident Evil 4 called the Mist prototype, and that's kind of neat. But I don't care because it looks like it's first person. So, rip.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
First
next
person.
game.
Wait, before we move on, Beckett, what's your problem with it being first person?
Resident Evil, to me, is not first person.
What did you prefer more, fixed camera or 4, 5, and 6's camera?
I think both can be good. More people prefer the third-person over-the-shoulder camera from like Resident Evil 4, but I don't think it's impossible to make a fixed camera game. It's just antiquated by today's standards. It would be better to just have a over-the-shoulder third-person game. First-person, it's not that you can't make a first-person Resident Evil game. It's that you lose all of the charm of identifying the character you play as the whole game, because Ethan literally doesn't have a face.
Yeah, he's just isn't his like model is the face? It's just arms.
It's just like arms and legs.
Wow.
And that is anti-Resident Evil if I've heard it.
It just
Like
sounds
I
like laziness to me.
preferred.
Yeah,
I
it really
preferred
is.
Resident Evil 4. Like, it's my favorite Resident Evil game.
That a lot of people say that. That's understandable.
4 and 5 are absolute, in my opinion, masterpieces, even if 5's a little hokey.
Well, people don't like 5 for various foolish reasons, but I really like 5.
I think one of the reasons is it got too actiony. But that's not bad, in my opinion. I enjoy...
The action of Resident Evil started with Resident Evil 3, so people who say that the classics are better because they're not actiony are fools.
Are absolute buffoons.
They're mallards.
That's a big word. I didn't know we were using big words on this podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Have you
Don't
seen
you know
your
about
username?
mallard?
Your username is Ulysses Wanderer.
Yeah, it's a reference, but no one understands it.
No one played that DLC.
I'm actually glad you picked it up. It's
How
a good
could I not?
DLC, though. Come
It
on.
is.
Game. What
Just
game?
no one played it though.
Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Lonesome Road DLC. It's incredibly
it's a
good.
DLC, but it's also the most difficult DLC because all the enemies are like level 50.
It is incredibly hard. It's just that not a lot of people play it because it came out a little later.
It was the last DLC released to my knowledge, and it was the one to tie up the entire secondary story with Ulysses and the Courier.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
back.
what it was about. Hello.
Was this something about Fallout New Vegas?
Yes, but we're moving on to Pragmata.
Darn.
That
I don't
game,
remember
the
this
name
one.
sounds stupid, and I've never heard of it before.
Let me look
Me
it up.
neither. Let me
Pragmata.
look it up. Pragmata. Okay. PlayStation 5. It's an
Oh,
upcoming.
this was made by Capcom. This was
It's-
another one made by Capcom.
It's made by Capcom.
Yeah,
Could be
it looked,
good.
It looked neat. I don't know about gameplay though.
It could be okay or good. It might be something. Let me
Cat.
check. PlayStation 5.
That wasn't very pragmata of you. I don't even know. That sounds like it would mean something. Somebody look up the word.
Yeah, what does pragmatic mean? Literally, the definition is like right under it.
Is it?
It's a mysterious new adventure game for the PlayStation 5. It
The word
features a small
pragmata
child
is
on the
used in
moon.
Greek meaning advised, done, been done.
Okay.
Thank you, Reagan.
It looks like
So what does that
another.
even mean?
I don't know.
Oh god, you know what this is though? It's not a
What?
good game.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's not a good. I'm looking at it and it's got Detroit Become Human and Death Stranding written all over it. I don't like
no.
it.
Well,
Oh,
it's made by
God.
Capcom, so it must be good, right?
No.
Bro, scroll
That
No.
doesn't mean it's gonna be good. What?
Yeah, I know. That's my joke.
Yeah.
Bro,
it was a
GTA
joke.
Online
It was
is
funny
getting a
little
standalone release, bro.
don't-
I thought you were gonna
cares?
say it's gonna get a stand.
Oh god.
JoJo has
say
been corrupting
that.
your mind.
Zoa! You just like stop time in the middle of a bank
Bad
heist.
JoJo.
Imagine playing a
Good.
fun game like that, but instead you're just playing GTA 5.
Dude, JoJo GTA.
Not even
Imagine
GTA 5
playing a
was
really
okay.
good game like Eyes of Heaven. Oh wait, I'm buying that.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, that's right. You don't have it yet. Yeah, you gotta get it. It's
Imagine
fun.
Eyes of Heaven having local multiplayer.
That
Imagine
sucks.
Eyes of
That's
Heaven
the
getting
one
a
problem with it.
remaster. I can wish.
Well, I'd rather just get a character action stand game. That's what I actually want. Character action, Devil May Cry like with stands, but that'll never happen. So, okay, Pragmata, Death Stranding, Detroit Become Human ripoff. Next game, Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh yeah, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Does
Oh
anyone
yeah, my brother was talking about this.
This
does
was really
anyone
cool.
here have something to say about this game?
I think it looks
I never
really
played
good.
Horizon, but it looked really interesting, so I'm excited.
It looks
So,
really good, yeah. Apparently,
Horizon-
I heard someone say, like, I think Maximilian Dude said it, is like, this is like their Zelda or whatever. And it looks really good. I think I
So-
can agree with that.
Yeah, that wasn't said as a compliment though, because Horizon Zero Dawn is a Breath of the Wild ripoff, and it's
Really?
not that great because it's a Breath of the Wild ripoff, and
Well,
this is a sequel to that game.
I thought
So-
Zero Dawn was like a really good. I thought it was like complimented well.
Well, it might be, but those are probably the same people who played Breath of the Wild and liked it really, really a lot. So
and the same people.
I
who
didn't.
played
I wasn't too much
Creed.
interested in it because I didn't
Yes.
have a PlayStation.
the same people. There's a very big group that plays all those games at the same time.
And God of War.
It's almost like they're called
That
games.
one's different.
Is it?
Yes.
They all look the
Countdown.
same to me. Except
What
Breath
is
of the
God of
Wild.
War?
There's a lot of them that look the same. But yeah.
Did I
That's
just
the
hear
last.
somebody ask what is God of War?
Yes.
For one, why?
Do you
And for
play
two, how
games?
do you-
Reagan, do you play
Yeah.
video games?
Have you
Again,
played
I
anything
am
but
losing my
Smash
trust in
Brothers?
Have you played only Fallout
And Undertale?
76 ever? Is that the only game you've ever played? That's sad.
Do you even know what video games are, Reagan?
Do you know what a PlayStation is?
Do you know what?
Do you
a
even know what we're
console is?
talking about?
Yeah, do you know what this event's about?
What are the buttons on the PlayStation? Tell me.
Yeah, say it right now.
What?
What are the shapes
Oh,
of the button on
dude.
the PlayStation?
Square, circle, triangle, X.
Oh,
Yeah, he hesitated. He hesitated. He's not one of us.
he had to look it up. I saw the keyboard tapping.
Don't you mean
Thought-
me glancing down at my PlayStation controller?
Yeah, you'd like to think that.
No, he doesn't have a
No,
PlayStation.
if you
He's...
had a PlayStation, you would know what God of War is, because God of War is a PlayStation exclusive, you fool.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Reek?
It's
literally a play-
Yeah, but everyone.
Yeah,
knows
but God of
Spider-Man
War's been
is.
out for like 20 million years.
It was
But
the
I've never
2018
heard
Game
of
of the
it.
Year.
The God
It was the
of- the God of War
2018 Game of the
himself is-
Year. It was the Game of the Year for 2018. What are you talking about?
Have you, Reagan? Have you
Did
been
you
living
not
under a
watch
rock?
YouTube for like
Have you been-
How
4
many
months?
rocks do I live under? I hate myself.
Have you been
That's a
living
lot
under
of
Patrick
rocks.
Starr's rock and only been listening to SpongeBob Rehydrated?
Yeah, actually.
That's
That-
probably the only game he's been excited for is that fucking
That's why He's
Rehydrated.
never heard of any other games because he's only been playing SpongeBob games for like his whole life, and then
That's
only Smash
tough.
Brothers as an exception.
That's tough.
Sorry to
So-
bully you
Undertale.
like that, but
I
you've
feel
been
like my
you've
whole
been
life
questioned.
is just being destroyed here.
Yes.
A little bit. A little bit. We can talk about that Rehydrated though.
I haven't seen it, but I think I
it's
played the
impressive.
original.
Here's the thing though, right? I love the fact that this game was so beloved that they were just like, you know what? This game was so beloved, we should just remake it again and put it in the new generation. People are gonna be so happy about it. And I'm just like, yeah, that's the motivation that game developers should have.
It really
like, why
should
all
be.
the games
Beckett.
aren't like that?
Yeah?
You weren't here when I was talking about that. You might know the game, but have you ever heard of Kingdoms of Amalur?
Yes.
It's getting a remaster this August
Is it?
called
One
Re-Reckoning.
Hold on.
His life has been changed now that you told him this information.
No, I'm just getting my copy to make sure we're talking about the same game. One sec.
Kingdoms of Amalur
We
Reckoning.
can't see you. We can't see you, Beckett.
He'll
Come on.
probably
Yeah,
post
I
a
know.
pic of it to the Discord.
No. I was moving away from the microphone because I literally got up to pick up the game. There's already a game that's out called Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Yeah,
the game.
Yeah, they're making a Re-Reckoning.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
It was an alright game. It was okay. It was a nice
I
little
thought
hack
it
and
was
slash.
a great game.
I've never played the game.
It was a
Like,
very
I enjoyed
similar
it. I
story.
got it when I was but a wee lad. My brother Brian owned it. I beat the game. I think its whole, like, your character was supposed to die but got revived so they can change the fate of the world was really cool.
It was kind of
Like
neat. Yeah.
Chronicles. It's the Xenoblade.
You don't
and
talk
also
about
Xenoblade
that.
2.
We don't
Also
talk about
Xenoblade
that.
Well,
2,
no,
because
it's
Rex
We don't
different.
talk about that.
Alright, so it's not like seeing through time, but what it is because your character basically pulled themselves out of fate itself, they can change how everyone's life is supposed to go in an instant.
No. You're remembering it wrong. What happened is your character died and came back. Since Destiny is like a tapestry of the whole world, every person has a place in time and things that they're going to do for every day because that's Destiny. But since someone died and came back, their place in Destiny has an endpoint, but they lived past it. So now they have the ability to do whatever they want and actually influence fate on a greater level because they are not trapped by it. That's the point. That's what it is.
And it introduced a really cool mechanic. It's kind of like, I guess you'd say it's your rage mode. I don't remember what it was called. But you would slow down time, and as you were hitting people, you were building up like XP multipliers. In every kill, I think it gave you more towards it, and you just get a whole bowl of XP at the end of it. And I think the game, it's you changing that person's fate.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It's an
Yeah, it was
amazing
fairly
game. It's a long game, and it has a lot of DLC to go through.
It was pretty good. It wasn't. I still think it's like. It doesn't. It's not like the highest up there for me. I'm not gonna give it the highest remarks, but it was pretty good. I did have fun with the combat. I liked the story. I liked what it had to offer. It is a good game. It's worth picking up, worth playing.
I liked the skill trees, the might, skill, or whatever, swiftness and magic, and the weapons tied to each.
Yeah.
I just wish, I don't know, it's, the game just didn't seem like it was ever. It was very popular.
Yeah, there's not a lot of content for the game.
But, you
I'm
know, it is
hoping
popular.
Re-Reckoning brings it back some.
It could.
No, it
People could look at it. It depends on how much they do with it, if they're giving themselves a second chance. So, anyway, that was the PlayStation 5 event.
No. We're not
What?
done yet.
We're not
no,
done
so
yet?
it's popular. Demon
What else are we
Souls.
doing? Oh my god,
Oh yeah, and our conversation of remakes versus remakes and remasters.
Segue.
I forgot.
Perfect segue
I
into
forgot.
Demon Souls.
I actually forgot about that.
Dude,
That's my
that
bad.
trailer though, I was like, "Is this Dark Souls?" Are they
Okay,
actually
how
pushing
many
big
of
Dark
you have
Souls?
played Demon Souls? How many?
I've seen Maximilian's playthrough of it.
Did you play it?
I have not played through it yet, and I really want to.
I know you
Alright.
played it. You have the game.
I have the game. Reagan, have you played it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
Of course
tell
he has it.
you.
What, did you expect the guy who has never heard of God of War or Resident Evil to play?
That's true.
Demon
That's
Souls,
true.
who
You
is-
know
which
what?
is
That's
very
true.
niche series.
You know what? That's honest. Yeah. Okay. You wanna. You're not gonna
Sorry,
like
Reagan.
this.
Okay, here, I'm apologize. I'm sorry, Reagan. But I mean,
Fine.
Yeah.
Reagan,
there's
you kind of walked into all this
I
bullying.
know.
a little
I'm
bit.
trying
a little bit.
to be better at all this.
it's okay. You're
You gotta
At least I'm
respect the
asking.
man. You gotta respect the man on his grind. You know.
I'm
We-
asking.
I'm glad you're asking and not being like, never heard of it. It's dumb.
Yes, you
I'm
could be one
trying
of
to
those.
learn.
I respect that. So
Alright.
Demon
Heard of
Souls.
it doesn't exist.
Yep. Demon Souls. Original Demon Souls sucks. It's not a good game.
Why
okay,
so?
could you tell me some problems of it? Because I don't know why
Yeah.
I think it's a good bad game.
The whole game is not good. Alright.
I thought you were about to get into this long-winded speech, but it
Oh,
was just.
oh
the
no,
whole
I
game,
am.
Not good.
Okay,
You know,
tell
I
me.
am.
Wait,
That was
tell
the
me
that
what
was
you're waiting for.
It didn't happen.
that was the first punchline. I was just building that up for a joke, but no
Oh,
no
this
one
is
got
a
it.
big joke.
one. So you want to know the reality of Demon Souls?
Hold on 1
Yes.
second. My cord is tangled.
Okay. Give a
No
man
one
a
cares
second.
about your cord. We want to learn the
Dude,
reality of Demon Souls.
I care about his cord. Let
no
the
one
man
cares
untangle.
about you. Just kidding, Beckett. Stop.
Dude!
Don't kick me.
I fixed it.
yeah. yeah.
You'll learn your lesson, alright? Anyway.
I control. your
Demon
eyes.
Souls is quite a funny game. It's a spiritual predecessor to Dark Souls, made by Miyazaki, same guy who made Dark Souls.
Isn't it the same lore?
No, it is not connected in lore in the slightest.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Alright, see ya. So Demon Souls is not related to Dark Souls. A lot of people make that mistake, but it is in no way connected to the lore of Dark Souls. Demon Souls was made after Miyazaki made a series called Kingsfield, so it was his first foray into this new genre of games that he hadn't made beforehand. And since it's the first, it has a couple wrinkles, except in Demon Souls' case, it's not a couple wrinkles, it's a lot of wrinkles, and a lot of the game is antiquated as fuck and not fun to play. It's like, it really is Dark Souls like 0.5. So Dark Souls, the whole series, is very good with difficulty, where you don't deal with a lot of artificial nonsense. If a boss is hard, that's because it's well made. You know, you have to learn that pattern.
Yes.
You gotta dodge attacks. You can't like, oh, I'm gonna buff my weapon and that's it. The boss fight's over. It's like, no, if you get smacked 3 times, you're out of there, Buster Brown. You better come back next week. Meanwhile, Demon Souls, in nearly every level of the game, there are multiple moments of artificial difficulty that are very intentionally crafted to not be fun to play and hinder your furtherment into the level. So the biggest one that sticks out in my mind is that Demon Souls is split up between worlds. So you have world 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in world 4,
I'm like Mario right now.
yeah, a little bit. In world, it might be 4 or
World
5.
2 a desert?
No desert. It is a canyon though.
All right,
Technically, it is.
Mario confirmed.
Yeah, so basically in the tower world, there's like a whole prison world dedicated to prison, and that's the whole aesthetic.
Slavery.
Not even slavery, just prison. It's kind of dumb. And there's this one particular part right before one of the worst bosses in the game where you're going up a spiral staircase that is very thin, and if you roll off of it, you die instantly from a bottomless pit. However, at the top of this spiral staircase, what would normally be fine to just walk up and fight the boss, right before the boss, at the top of the staircase, there's a red phantom enemy that has two major attacks it does. The first one is a projectile that does a lot of damage, so much so that you basically have to heal after getting hit once, otherwise the next attack kills you.
Okay.
That's really cool. On a spiral staircase where you can't dodge, that's really epic. The second attack it has is a projectile that when it hits you, you get stunned, and in this stun, the enemy walks up to you and does 80% of your life in a grab attack.
Jesus, fuck. What are we
And
talking about?
We're talking about one of the worst areas, like instances of artificial difficulty in the game. And there
Demon
are-
Souls?
Yeah. There are too
Alright.
many moments like that in the game where you get to this section that has a task set in front of you that instead of being a well-made challenge, it's this really artificial barrier of get lucky once. And it's really bad in that instance because it's after you kill that summoner guy, you literally have to fight a boss, and it's one of the worst bosses in the game. So bad that everybody who's ever played Demon's Souls agrees you have to cheese it or you will never beat it. So you fight the worst boss in the game. You're going to die a couple times. And since you die a couple times, you're going back to the staircase. So you got to make sure and hope and pray that every time you go on that spiral staircase, Mr. Summoner here doesn't do one of his two attacks that kills you into a hit. So it's really awesome and fun and well made. And that's just one example.
I think at least since they're making it like or remaking it, it's gonna probably fix something like stuff like
No,
that.
they
Well-
gotta keep it.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is there are a lot of things that are antiquated about the game. Like there's this one area to the game that you literally can't get to because the key to that area is dropped by a guy who wanders around the stage. And what you're supposed to do is continue in the game, play through the story, like this particular character's story, like help him out whenever he needs help or whatever. And then at the end of one of the sections of the game, he gives you the key in a dialogue menu. But since he's just wandering around a stage with enemies in it, when you first meet him, he can just die. And if he dies, he drops his key. And if you don't pick up the key and leave the area, which by the way, you have no way of knowing whether he's died or not, then you never get the key, you never get to that area that's locked behind the key, and you never get a really cool item that you want in every playthrough of the game.
What does the item do?
It is an incredibly cool sword that does a lot of damage to particular boss fights and makes them pretty easy, well, a lot easier. And it's an item that you want or need to even complete the game. One of the achievements is getting every weapon. And you also combine it with one of the final boss weapons to get one of the ultimate weapons in the game. Not the strongest, but one of them. And it's a really cool weapon you just can't get if he drops the key and you don't pick it up.
That's kind of dumb.
Sounds
There's
to me
a-
like this game has zero flaws.
There is,
All right.
as a
I
whole...
do have a.
What
Okay,
are
wait.
you saying? No.
I was gonna say I do have a question to pose when it comes to remakes and remasters, and it was gonna be, what are your guys' all-time favorite older games? Not in like the newer generations, but like Xbox One, PS1 up to 360 and PS3.
I don't
Like
think
the-
you should. I don't think
like-
you should include 360, PlayStation 3. Just PlayStation
All right,
2,
then.
PlayStation 2, and
One-
original Xbox and lower.
Yeah, any of that. What is your all-time favorite game from those generations?
Fellas, if
I-
you don't know my answer, then you're not near me in the past day.
What is it gonna be?
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
well,
really it?
Is
Yes.
Wii, is Wii also in that era or no?
It's basically
Yeah,
Mario's
that's the
64,
same as
but
PlayStation.
SpongeBob.
Actually,
Wait, is the
'Cause
Wii
the-
also in that era of game consoles or no?
Would we be considered 360 and PS3?
I don't know actually. One sec.
Because the question is, do you want a remake of it, like from the ground up, or just a plain polished remaster, easy to push out?
I want Sonic Generations again, but you said no 360, so.
Yeah, because
Well,
I was gonna say.
I don't want I don't want another Sonic Generations. I just want another good Sonic game styled like
I
Generations.
do too. I totally want a good new Sonic game. It's not gonna happen, but
Yeah,
I would
that's-
totally want that.
That's the problem.
I would love a Sonic Generations 2, a good Sonic Generations 2, but nope.
The GameCube was closer to the Xbox release than the Wii.
Yeah, that would be included. Oh, let me just
Okay,
flip it.
then I think maybe Mario Kart Double Dash, because I've never played it and I kind of want
I
it.
was gonna say it's Double Dash. Double Dash is one of my all-time favorite games.
Because I've never played Double Dash and it looks like so much fun.
It is such a great game. Peyton, we need to get a GameCube.
I kind of want to get a
Well, if it's a
GameCube.
game that I want to see either like remastered,
Because there were so many
remade,
good games on
it's
GameCube.
too late. It's already been done.
Resident
Yeah,
Evil
yours
4
is-
was on GameCube.
Somehow,
Resident
it
Evil
happened.
4 would take. I think Resident Evil 4 would be nice with a full-on remake, but it's been remastered. I'm pretty sure already.
I don't know. A
Wolf-
remake of Resident Evil 4 is kind of hard because Resident Evil 4 is so good. It's hard to remake that and make it good.
There's nothing you would
Yo.
change really. There's not any game-breaking bugs I remember ever running into.
I just
But-
realized Mario 64, guys. You need a remake of that.
Bro,
oh wait, we did.
Mario
We got
64 DS.
Yeah, we got that. But I mean, like an actual remake of the game, not like with you start as Yoshi and then you have to unlock Mario. That was dumb.
Mario 64
So
DS.
you want a from the ground up new Mario 64 like remake, the entire game, no extra gimmicks like the DS one had.
You mean like Mario Odyssey?
Maybe with new levels or whatever. Like that would
Well-
be like Mario 64 feeling.
The tough thing about that is Super Mario 64 is so great because the mistakes in coding became mechanics. Stuff like the backwards long jump and all of the momentum carrying stuff and like clipping through doors has become a staple about Super Mario 64, and if they remade it, they'd take all it out, and I wouldn't want to play that version of the game.
Like, literally, I saw someone who speed ran the SpongeBob game complain that the glitches were removed. I'm just like, bruh. Imagine complaining about increases in quality.
If there is a one game, and now this defies the whole generation thing, but if there is one game that I want a from the ground up remake of, it's Fallout New Vegas, but that's because the game is too buggy at points and becomes too unenjoyable.
That happens sometimes. But I mean, yeah,
Remake of Sonic 06.
we were talking about I could get behind that Sonic 06 one.
That would be kind of nice.
If
it
they
would be
made the
good.
game good. Yeah, if they made
Yeah.
the game good, it would be something
If
pretty
they-
cool.
Here's the thing: if they entirely remade Sonic 06 to like make it a
Yes.
whole different game, like
Yep.
not even the same levels, like
Mhm.
just completely different levels and different bosses, and maybe even a different story, just
Yes.
a new like a Sonic 06 game that's, just a new game that said it was Sonic 06, but it wasn't Sonic 06. I
Yes,
would like
that
completely
is-
like that.
That's
and it was
exactly
good.
what you have to
And if
do.
it was good,
Yeah. The thing about Demon
06
Souls,
was a missed potential, sadly.
yeah. Demon Souls, back to Demon Souls because we were talking about it.
Dude,
Demon
okay,
Souls.
Can we say how good this game looks though? Despite
Well,
like, the
yeah,
flaws
we
they
haven't even
have,
talked about the actual remake that's coming out for the game.
But dude, the
Dem-
dragon in it looked cool.
Demon Souls is a perfect game to remake because it is an antiquated piece of shit that isn't fun to play anymore. And it was good when
Antiquated piece
piece of shit that wasn't fun to play. When Dark Souls came out, you threw Demon Souls in the garbage. That's the problem. Is that Dark Souls comes out and
then
Demon
did the
Souls
same with
you
when
never play it.
Bloodborne came out, and then
The
when
Bloodborne
Sekiro
came out and you
got
threw-
Bloodborne.
I actually feel differently. I don't like Sekiro nearly as much as the other games. But like
Yeah, Sekiro's a iffy for me.
Dark Souls comes out and Demon Souls, it's great that it's a spiritual predecessor and all, but like no, you throw that game in the trash.
It's
So
like
if
we're
you-
So gonna
this
hate
couldn't
this.
exist without it, but No
the
thanks.
thing is, I'm happy Demon Souls happened, and when I play Demon Souls, I can have enjoyment. It's a well-made game in comparison to a majority of games, but it's the perfect game to remake because there are so many problems, and there's just this and that and this and that and this and
Maybe
that.
that's
and
why
it's
they
like-
want to
Like
remake
one
it.
instead of
Well, that's the
two.
thing, right? Is I'm sure Miyazaki looks at Demon Souls every day and goes, "I fucking hate that game. I hate that game. I
But he
hate
said
that."
Why
game.
are you
in
my
In the
child?
stream, he said that that Demon Souls was very near and dear to him.
That's the thing, is he loves Demon Souls a lot, and I'm like, how? I
It's
think
like
he
playing Half-Life 1 instead of 2. Why?
the thing. Well, I can actually see that in a way, but the thing is, Demon
Yeah.
Souls. I know he loves Demon Souls. I don't think it's for the gameplay, because Miyazaki and I share the same sentiment. This world of Demon Souls is pretty cool, and I like some of the implications about connecting all of the games he's ever made. There's like very tiny implications. It's not real, but it's there. But Demon Souls is like it's like a broken butterfly, and I don't mean the gun from Resident Evil 4.
I was
where-
just about to say the Magnum.
yeah, it's this beautiful, beautiful butterfly flying in the wind, and its wings don't work anymore. It can't fly, and it can't like pupate again. It can't
And it
become
turned
another
into
butterfly.
The explosion from Metal Gear.
It sure did. And now it's just like it's being remade, and it could become that game Miyazaki wants it to be and thinks it's so good. Like, it could be something really good. But you gotta fix it, man. You gotta hard work on that game.
You have to admit, though, the graphics on that thing looked absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
Like,
let's talk
gorgeous
about the
and
remake
cool.
now. That remake looks phenomenal.
Let me pull up something for the
This-
remake.
my
I
favorite
haven't
scene-
fully seen it.
My favorite scene was the dragon roar, and also the big ginormous knight, and the shield just.
Oh
like,
yeah, so
aw,
that big knight is the Tower Knight. That big knight, his name's Tower Knight. He is a giant knight, and that dragon, that's actually he is the
the main boss.
he's no, he's not the main boss, but he is one of the bigger bosses, and he's literally called Dragon God.
Dude,
What is
that
your
guy
name?
looks.
My name is Dragon.
I have some pictures. I'm assuming this is the knight you were talking about, giant silver knight.
Yes,
Like, with the big shield. That
It's called
looks
Tower.
really
Dude, it
cool.
looks sick.
the whole
And,
game.
like-
Yeah, because the opening parts of the trailer are the pre-rendered cutscenes, so the game will not look this good. However, there are some cutscenes that are shown, like all of the other cutscenes, like this one with the Tower Knight and the Pragmatter boss fight. Those are in-game cutscenes, so the fact they look that good is fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it looks so actually phenomenal. But looks aren't everything, and I've played Demon Souls before, and just
Everyone
recently...
knows
Demon
Warcraft
Souls, oh
everything.
boy.
Yeah, just recently I forced Cooper to play that game. We did not have fun. we didn't have fun.
You're like, man, I'm gonna go home. I got really depressed. Like, yeah. It's like, I
Why
don't
is this
blame
game
you.
so bad? Kind of mentality.
It's
Like,
it's
I
it's
thought
so
we were gonna have a
weird
good time.
because there are so many moments of that game that's sick, but then you actually play it and it's like I don't want to play it.
It's
I
not
don't
worth
wanna
it.
play it. It kind of isn't.
Yo, I just realized, you know a remake or remaster I want? F-Zero.
Oh
Oh my god! If we had
Let me call
Cooper, in
Cooper.
here, he would.
Let me call Cooper.
Yeah. Yeah, Cooper won't stop going off about how we need a new F-Zero game.
Oh my gosh. Can we, yeah,
And
we
I'm-
need to get Cooper in this
I
one.
understand that. It's been how long? Like 2000?
Wait, Becca, are you gonna call him
years?
Cooper and be like, "Hey, Cooper"? He's like, "Yeah, F-Zero." He's like, "Oh my."
Hold on,
Let
I'm
me
calling
tell
him.
you about F-Zero.
We just have the thought of F-Zero Cooper. Hey, were you saying something?
And Cooper's just like, "You called. I heard F-Zero. What?"
Oh, I just heard the phone.
I heard a beep.
F-Zero.
Give me a second. Quiet.
So
Uh,
we're on a podcast right now on Discord, and we were talking about remakes that need to happen, and we just wanted to hear real quick what you have to say about a potential F-Zero remake.
F-Zero. I brought this up,
Potential
Cooper.
F-Zero remake?
Yes, I
Yeah.
brought this up.
Okay, so when we say a remake, are we talking about GX? Or are we talking about the one on the 64?
Any game you want,
Or just talking about
whatever your favorite
a
is.
reboot?
Whichever one you want it to be.
I would probably honestly prefer a reboot of F-Zero, but not like a horrendous one like DMC.
Yes,
Nothing like
yes,
that.
nothing
Oh,
like that.
Like,
shit.
like it still has, like,
yeah, we don't wanna talk
and all
about
the
that.
characters, you know. And,
Yep,
like,
yep.
design, but it's a whole different series. But I would like if they still had the stage creator from 64.
Mm-hmm. That is
Because
good mechanic.
That gives the game so much replay value.
It really does. So imagine like you get on Steam and you get the new F-Zero reboot, and you go on Steam Workshop and you see all these sick stages people made, stuff like that.
Yeah. But it'd be like, just like Mario Maker.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like people create their own stage and they like post them and you can like download them. It'd be
Yep.
kind of like a sharing system for like other games like for Halo or like Snap Map for Doom 2016.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's what I would like.
All right.
And keeping fast paced, nice design looking, because F-Zero was all about the graphics.
Yes.
And fast paced gameplay.
So just imagining like Demon Souls remake graphics on F-Zero zooming at 180 miles per hour.
Exactly, that's what I would want.
All right. Just
If
wanted to
Shigeru Miyamoto was like, no more F-Zero.
no more F-Zero.
Miyamoto's like,
See, what actually
no good
happens
ideas
probably in the
allowed.
woodworks. But it's
Is
like
that-
Metroid Prime.
Can you put your phone up to the thing so you can hear us?
They're gonna release a thing for it, or do like a small.
Just
little
join-
release
You
the
should just
trailer.
join the
Like,
call,
yeah,
honestly.
scrap's
Yeah,
not
you
good
should just
enough.
join the Discord call.
That's what they've been doing for the past like what 16 years.
Yeah, they've just been pretty much doing stuff like that. Sorry guys, I have
Miyamoto be
Cooper
like,
on my
"Is this
phone.
Mario
I'm
or
listening to
Zelda?"
the computer audio through headphones right now, so he can't hear you guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ask it. Can he join the call?
Can you put him to the headphones?
I'm talking to 3 people right now.
3 peeps.
Yeah. You got something to say to them? Don't say the N-word.
I wasn't thinking of the N-word, but
Naruto.
All right, Cooper. Thank you for being our special guest for the podcast.
The special guest, yeah. Mario Boys,
Play Silent
yeah.
Hill.
Play Silent Hill.
Play
Which one? The good one or the bad one?
All of
The
them.
HD collection, because it's bad.
All right. See ya. We're never doing that.
PT.
We love you, Cooper.
Goodbye. Good night. Sorry to interrupt whatever you do, Cooper. So
Cooper
I was
is
just on
his word.
iPhone.
You can
Just kind of
stay
sitting at the
Cooper.
DVD main menu, so I wasn't really doing anything.
beautiful,
Orson.
beautiful. All right. Have a good day.
Just join the call.
All right. That was
Becca-
good guess, Cooper.
Becca, you better force Cooper to watch this.
Oh, I'm forcing him to watch this.
Bro, Miyamoto be like, is this Mario or Zelda? Get it out of here.
Man, this weird
Yeah.
Mario Kart game. I don't remember making this.
Oh, guys, do you remember A Link Between... What was it? A Link Between Worlds, which was like a remake of A Link to the Past.
Yes, I remember that.
That game was actually really good.
I
was
didn't
pretty
play
good,
it,
yeah.
but I heard it was really good.
I did
It
play
was,
it. One of the few
it was
Zelda
my
games
very
I've played.
first time playing like A Link to the Past, technically. I thought it was a great game.
It had a lot of fun stuff to it. Yeah.
I loved the having to go flat mechanics.
Yep. There were cool puzzle solving elements. So yeah, I mean, Demon Souls remake, I think, because I just have a feeling deep down inside, because From Software is one of those developers that they actually make good games, that Demon Souls remake is going to be what Miyazaki wants Demon Souls to be to everyone else. Because he loves that game in his heart. And he wants other people to like it as much as him, but it's really hard to nowadays. It's really hard. So he wants to make a good version of that game, and I think that's what we're going to get.
One more remake I think would be really funny to see. Okay, hold on. So I don't think Rodney and Reagan. Did you guys listen to the last podcast episode? 'Cause
I
there's
have
contact.
not, no.
And okay, so Beck here went on a little rant on a specific person.
A little rant.
I forgot what his name was, but he was a French
David
game designer.
Cage. David Cage, the bastard.
Yes. Okay. So David Cage made this game. I forgot what it's called. It started with an O, I think.
No. You
I
don't
would like
get
to
to
see
ask
that
for that.
Game.
No.
That game remade would be really funny
What
to see.
game?
It's what's it called?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about, dude. No, it's not that. Stop. Don't communicate with him.
Peyton, if you
All
get
right.
it, put it in the
He's
chat.
He's talking about Omicron. He's talking about Omicron, the Nomad
I
Soul.
never heard of Omicron.
Good.
Oh, it combines
Good.
3 games into one is bad. It
Oh.
looks like
3 games into one. What
game?
games?
Fighting game, sneaking game, like I forgot the other one.
Fighting game, third-person action-adventure platformer, and first-person shooter. And none of
That
them are
sounds
done well. None of them
kinda
are done well. All of them
I
are
know a
done
game that
bad.
needs-
None of them are done well. It's bad. Don't talk about it.
I know a game that needs a straight remake after its last remake failed.
Yeah?
Right. What?
Alone in the Dark.
Never heard of it. Let me look it up.
It sounds familiar. Hold
It
on.
was. It came out. It was survival horror before Resident Evil. It was an old PC game, and then they made a 360 remake of it, or full on new game in the series. It was supposed to be, but it was just a completely awful game that tried to combine a bunch of different game mechanics, like you were talking about, and it had.
A game that needs a remaster? Bookworm Adventures.
No, oh my god, I need to find the name of it, but I used to have a Potato Head game back when I was a little kid, and that needs a remake for this new generation.
What the hell am I looking
Leapfrog
at?
needs a remake.
Are you looking at Alone in the Dark?
I sure am. This looks kind of
Is it-
epic.
Is it the old one or the new one?
It's the old one.
So the dude with the ginger with the fucking mustache and
Yep.
suit, yeah.
That's correct.
That version of it needs to be remade from the ground up.
All about
Almost
that.
the exact same style too. I want it to be like the same game.
Well, then what's the point of remake?
Want to know how badly Bookworm Adventures needs a remake?
How badly?
How badly?
You can only get the original game by pirating it.
That's
You know
sad.
what? You know what? Maybe Bookworm's Adventures deserved it.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
you think
just
about
a
what that
spell
worm has
game.
done? You know what he's
Yes.
done at Nuremberg,
Eating
dude?
so many apples.
Spell
dude.
words.
Nerd.
Alright. Well,
He-
okay. Remakes. Any other good remakes we got?
Oh, let me think.
Reddit,
Well, Sonic
remake
06
it
was
to
technically
iPhone.
supposed to be a reboot, but
Any games you guys want rebooted from new timeline kind of thing?
oh
Whole
yeah,
new game.
DMC totally. No, I'm just kidding. That's
I was about to mute you.
no, I was
about to mute
no,
you.
that was totally a joke, dude. No way.
Alright. Yep. It better
I
be.
know how much you love Dante.
I
I
played
love
that game, by the
Dante.
way, for the first time a
I love
year or so
Dante and
ago.
Virgil so much. I want to. Yeah?
It's awful. It's actually awful. I hate
Yeah.
the game so much.
The thing about that remake is that in the initial release, even the gameplay sucked. Only in the definitive edition is the gameplay okay, but it's so bad in every other category. It's disgusting and
I hate the
icky.
new. He's dead now. We're never
Yeah.
going back to that
Dante.
Dante.
Yeah, Dante. I like
Dante.
Dante. Dante's pretty cool.
I
The
want
Virgil felt like he felt like a whinier version of old Virgil.
Well, you know what that Virgil's supposed to be, right?
What?
Let me show you. Let me get a picture.
I want a new classic TMNT game, like from the arcade. Game.
Oh,
Like a beat 'em up style TMNT would be super.
yeah.
Let me
And
show
then,
you.
with new playable characters, right? With what's the skateboarder guy's name?
We should have. Oh my god! If we get a beat 'em up like that, it should include all the older characters in the show, like Muckman or whatever his name was.
Oh, what
Bebop and Rocksteady, or Rocksteady, whatever. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Bebop and Rocksteady. They'd be villains, definitely, because they've always been in the games as villains. They're, like, some of the best bosses, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude. But like they made like TMNT into these 3D action games, which aren't that bad. Like people say they were like really bad, but I played them before and they
I
weren't
didn't think they were that bad.
Actually, weren't you there when I played them? Like you were there when I rented one and we played it together or something?
I think something like that. I vaguely remember that, but I know they're not bad games.
They weren't that bad, but people seem to like not like them as much.
Beckett, I don't know where this pick is going. I don't like it.
But like, yeah, a classic TMNT.
Oh, he's supposed to be a neckbeard? What?
He's supposed to be an anarchist neckbeard, and they literally had to remove that hat out of the game because so many people made fun of it.
I didn't even know that.
It's just the worst ever.
God.
It's the worst ever. He has an anonymous mask, a Guy Fawkes mask, in his room when you first see him. And it's like, why? Why did you even make this game?
Milady.
What do you
I
think?
hated the female human, whatever her name was.
Dude, she's supposed to be a symbol of women power, despite the fact that all the other women in the Devil May Cry series prior were literally as strong as Dante and shit, but forget about them.
Dude, Lady was my favorite character. It's probably my favorite character in DMC. Like, female character in DMC.
Yeah, they were cool. But apparently
Trish
they
was
didn't think they
okay.
were cool. Trish is pretty
Yeah.
cool, too. I ain't your mama, V.
Real quick though, I'd like to ask Becca, what do you think about a classic arcade-style TMNT game, but like in a new generation?
I've never played any of them.
It's
I
like
don't-
the beat-em-up ones.
I never
Yeah,
really
yeah,
got
okay.
attached to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I never played any of the games because I never got attached to any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
I
saw
was
the
attached.
beat 'em
I was
up
more of a
games.
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
I saw the beat 'em up games, and they looked pretty fun. They were some fun beat 'em up stuff. I think you could do a fun arcade beat 'em up like that in the modern day, and it would be interesting.
If the guys who did Rehydrate for SpongeBob could do that, like a 3D version of that game, or with like new levels and like new characters to play as, would be kind of cool.
Wanna
Well,
know
would
what
you
needs a good new game?
What?
What?
Plants vs Zombies.
Are
Does
we
it-
talking about a new
Talking
Garden
about-
Warfare game, or are
Yeah.
we talking about, like, not Plants
Classic.
vs. Zombies 2, that's not a
New
microtransaction hell, but
classic
still a
that's
good game.
Actually good.
So not microtransactions the game.
Yes.
You're
So that's
asking
what Plant...
You're asking PopCap to make an original game without microtransactions. I don't know if you know the company we're talking about right now.
I'm sure if they ever... If Plants vs. Zombies 1 was released today, you'd have to buy, like, the double sunflower. I'm pretty sure you have to in 2.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
You don't have to buy double sunflower?
No,
You
you have
do.
to buy Ice Pea Shooter though.
No,
I
you
know
do-
that. That irritated me.
You do have to buy them. It costs your dignity.
Oh, yeah. I actually, alright, I don't know if this is... So I actually played Plants vs. Zombies 2 for a while.
Same.
But I was starting to get irritated because all the good plants were locked behind like $5, $10.
That's how they get you.
And instead of actually wasting money, what I did is I just did the free gems and bought the only plants you could buy with the gems,
Same.
which aren't even that good. Like, all the good plants are locked behind literal $5.
The best one is like just Fire Pea Shooter.
I
which
bought
is
fire
mediocre.
pea and I bought the peanut that serves as a pea shooter and a walnut.
That one sucks.
It's not that
Damn.
bad, just costs too much.
Dang, calling out my boy character I don't know from game I didn't play. Dude, that's fucked up.
Peanut.
Anyway, did you guys ever read the Plants vs Zombies book though?
There's
No.
a book?
Yeah, there's
What
a
you-
book. I think I've actually I've read like
I think I have it right
Galactic Book
here.
Fair
It's
or whatever.
it's a
You
graphic-
think you have it right there?
it's a graphic
I have
novel.
several.
It's a
Yeah,
graphic
it's a
novel.
I
I've
have
read like a
several
few pages
graphic
of it at a
novels.
grass.
Plants vs Zombies Time Apocalypse, Plants vs Zombies The Greatest Show on Earth.
This is why you never heard of God of War.
Yes.
You know what? That's
Plants
that's
vs
probably what it is.
Zombies Battle Extravaganza.
Why?
Too busy reading books.
Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare. What are your guys' opinions on those games?
I
It's pretty
enjoyed
fun. I think it's a pretty cool, fun game. I've never played it, but it looks fun. I've seen lots of gameplay on it, and it looks
I'm
enjoy
going
that.
to
enjoyable.
keep my mouth shut. I have nothing
No,
to
Beckett,
say.
you gotta talk.
I have nothing
Plants
to tell
vs
you.
Zombies official guide to protecting your brains.
I have nothing
Do you
to
say you have nothing to tell me because you don't want to say it, or you legitimately have no opinion on the game?
My mama said that if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say
Say it.
Why did
Say
you
it.
I
say anything about
fucking
Min
hate
Min?
Garden Warfare.
Why do you hate Garden Warfare?
Because it's really stupid and a very, very, very obvious Overwatch ripoff just trying to cash in on the money.
Maybe-
And it's not charming at all. It's very irritating, and I am sad that they put so much money into a game that had so much time crunch and effort. And it could have been a good game, but instead it wasn't.
What about the new one, Battle for Neighborville?
But
That's
Garden
the
Warfare
saddest
came out
joke.
Before Overwatch.
Huh? Came out before Overwatch?
Both of the first two games came out before Overwatch.
No, I think at
I
least
don't
the
think
first
that's
one did. I
true.
don't think the second one came
I
out
don't-
before Overwatch.
Did it
First
come
one,
out before the
February
trailer?
25th.
Did it come out before the trailer for Overwatch back in 2014?
First one came out in 2014.
Yeah? Did it come out
February.
before the trailer?
When was the trailer?
There were like 37 years of Overwatch trailers, and everyone was like, I can't wait for that new character-based team shooter. And everyone was like, why don't you just play Team Fortress? And then Plants vs. Zombies was like, why don't you just play Team Fortress but with plants?
I don't know if anyone's actually going to react about this, but how about we get a revival of Battleborn, huh?
Battleborn.
You're on that ship alone, brother.
Why? It's not a bad game. It's a really good game.
Are you sure? Are you certain?
Yes.
Are you certain?
The game is really good. The characters are really awesome.
I liked some of the character designs.
The character designs, yeah. I don't know. I feel like the game died too quick.
You know
The-
what I want? A remaster of
What?
Epic
Huh.
Mickey.
Oh,
that
that
would
was the
be-
painting
Could
game,
you
wasn't it?
imagine
Yes.
a PS5 graphics on Epic Mickey? That would look so cool.
The thing about like Battleborn and Garden Warfare and Overwatch even is that none of them were as good as Team Fortress 2, which
Yeah.
sucks because Team Fortress 2
Dude,
should
a
have been the
Team Fortress 2
stepping stone
remaster.
to a really sick good game. Like Team Fortress 2 should have been the stepping stone. People played for like 8 years, and then
And
someone made a really good game, and that
Is it
hasn't
too
happened
late
yet.
to get into?
Not only
No,
is
absolutely
TF2
not.
really good, like
Play
not only-
TF2. It's such a good game.
Yeah,
Okay.
not only TF2 is really like we've been talking about this before, but we should record a TF2 like thing and put
I
it
need
on
to
the
get a
channel back
PC.
here.
I don't own a PC.
Yeah, we absolutely can. If all you guys get Team Fortress 2, we
I
will
have
play
it.
team matches
I have
because
it.
that game's
Like
really
team
fun.
matches in just pubs or team matches against each other.
Well, both.
Oh, that would be fun. To
I have
2v2s.
Team Fortress
I'm gonna
2.
tell you guys now. I'm a scout and heavy player.
I'm a
I'm a
spy
sniper.
and sniper.
I'm a
Oh
sniper
yeah, we're on the
player.
same team. Back we're on-
Peyton, why do you pick the edgiest classes?
Oh,
I don't
also
know,
do
you-
Pyro. Pyro's
This-
pretty fun.
Sorry, I gotta shout out my boy Connor here. You gotta play medic and be epic, based, and red pilled. That one's for you, Connor.
Wait, we gotta call up Connor.
You have to force someone to
He's
watch.
not gonna answer. I'll talk to him on Steam though. We're talking about Team Fortress 2. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Ooh, tell him.
tell him.
Not only though was Team Fortress 2 like really good, but also
Oh,
the
he's not on.
personality it had was just
Dude,
It-
the
top
characters
notch.
in TF2 were awesome.
It's
dude.
dripping
I
in
love,
charm.
What was it called? Expiration
that.
Date. That was
You
so
don't have
cool.
to do that.
I wish that Valve made more like things like expiration date for TF2.
Oh, wasn't that the
Because-
bread? The evil
Yeah.
bread?
The evil like bread thing, and Scout was trying to get with the girl, whatever it was.
Yeah, Pauline.
Miss
It was-
Polly.
It
Miss
was
Pauline.
so cool because there was so much personality behind the characters. that
That's
just
the
looked so
thing.
bland.
That the
It was so
characters
cool.
for all of the classes, and even like there's so much character in Team Fortress that even non-playable characters have personality. Like Saxton Hale, Miss Pauline. People
Dude,
love these characters.
Oh my
They're so well
Dude,
made.
the lore is also actually
so
really good.
designed.
Whoever
And then you look
says-
at Overwatch.
Yeah.
And then you look at
Whoever
Overwatch.
says-
What's Overwatch have?
Porn.
Overwatch has a monkey.
He said it. No, Reagan had the right answer.
Yeah.
Reagan
Wait,
said
what
the
was
answer.
the right answer?
It's got butt.
It has Rule 34, roughly 125 animated pages of it.
Why do
Dude.
you know that?
Huh?
Dude, if anyone says that, oh, their personalities is just a different accent or whatever, that's bullcrap. Because the personalities is what make the accents good, if anything.
Are you talking about like for Team Fortress 2?
Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, I've never even heard that argument because that's so absurd.
Yeah.
Like, they're so great characters that everybody loves. Like, they're great archetypes. They all have their flaws.
Why Valve doesn't
they're
make
hilarious.
more like what there should be like a TV show on like what's it called, Adult Swim. But it's just TF2 SFM animations.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
there's
would
enough
watch
SFM
that.
animations to make up a whole TV show already.
Dude, it's man. You
Gotta
can do so
pay-
much with the
Can you
characters.
imagine how good, how graphic, and how like fucking hilarious that would be a TV show with the cast of mercenaries?
I gotta pay respects to my man Kitty123. Actually forget. That's sacrilege. 1 second.
Wait, 1 second. How would they do the red versus blue since it's technically the same person on both sides?
What are you talking about?
For TF2?
If you've seen like a lot of the animations, it's just about like the red team.
Oh.
Kitty
So the red team
1706.
never had-
Except for Spies thing, I think it was
Spy
that
had a
one,
blue
too.
spy in it, yeah.
Yeah,
it was
that
blue
was,
soldier, blue heavy, blue spy, and then a red spy.
yeah. So you had
So, like, just calling them Spy and Scout, like they don't even have actual names. But like that, but they still have the personality. Like, okay, here's the thing: the designs of them are really bland. That's the point, and the personality
joke.
is just up with them though. And that's
yeah,
what's
because they're
amazing about
incredibly
their character design.
recognizable. Like even if they're basic, they're recognizable.
That's what
It's
makes
like
them
people-
recognizable. They're so basic.
Exactly. That's like Mario. They saw Mario and like, oh, he's basic.
Scout is
Oh,
literally
and
just
up that more.
a guy from Boston in like
With a hat. Yeah, that's it.
and a baseball bat. That's it. That's what makes him special.
That's what
and
that's
it
how,
works
That's
so
why everyone
well.
uses him in their.
Heavy
SFM
is just a
animations.
fat Russian guy.
He's literally the most stereotypical Russian on planet Earth, and he's one of the best characters written in a team-based shooting game.
Honestly,
Like,
TF2 has
it's
the best
absurd.
writing.
Yeah, it's well written. It's just all just good
And there's
writing.
not even much plot to it.
There really
I
is.
haven't
There's
played
some
it, but
plot.
Obviously,
have
I know what the
watched
plot
animation.
is, but there's not plot in the game. The plot's not obviously.
There doesn't need really a plot
Yeah,
for
it
like
doesn't even
missions.
really need it.
But to make a TV show of it would be like it doesn't need plot. Yeah, that's why it's perfect for a TV show because you could just easily make plot. Just like Expiration Date, they easily made a like.
Dude,
nothing but
Man
plot for that.
versus Machine. That's the story behind them. MVM is literally just the third brother started them instead of
Gray
buying
Man.
out mercenaries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gray
it's-
Man.
Instead of buying out mercenaries, he just built a robot empire.
Yeah, take over the land, dude. And like the story of TF2 is so comically funny for like adults that like it would be perfect for Adult Swim.
It would make a
Like,
pretty good,
Two
perfect TV
brothers trying to like fight over land. That's
Mhm.
ridiculous. With like mercenaries that are just really they're kind of dumb. It's
Yep.
so funny. That's and of course with blood horror as well. But it's so funny.
Dude, imagine like, oh my god, I would love to see like episodes based on the character, like having their own little character episode, I guess you could say.
Like how Scout did in Expiration Date.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like, and they would give them so much. It doesn't need to happen, but it would give them the chance to actually give them backstories behind some of the stuff they do.
Well, you see, the thing is without those, the characters are great. Meanwhile, Overwatch has these for nearly every character, and they're not
And-
good.
And I like the animations to like the cutscene animations to Overwatch, but that's really all it has going for it. Because apparently I heard this fact. Originally, Overwatch was going to be a movie series, and I can see like the effort that was put into the animations for the characters that were shown or whatever. That
That's
yeah,
interesting.
it makes sense. And then they're like, no, let's just make it a game or whatever. And then so yeah.
Got to get on
If
the Team
Overwatch
Fortress
was a
2
TV series, not a game, I think I'd enjoy it.
Yeah. Because it's like superheroes and villains. People love that.
No,
stuff.
I disagree entirely because the writing's god awful, and there would be no redeemable factors of the game. Well, I mean, there would be no redeemable factors to the series.
I like Bastion. Bastion has a really funny like story written thing. Like he's an abandoned robot who like gets in touch with nature. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like Wall-E kind of vibes.
You were tricked. They just made Wall-E and gave him a pet bird, and you were tricked. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but this is Wall-E with a gun.
Wall-E
I
with
would
3
watch
guns,
that.
actually.
Wall-E-
That's
to
just
be nerfed.
Claptrap. That's just Claptrap.
That's just Claptrap.
Like, let's be honest with ourselves.
But they don't talk. Claptrap talks.
You know what? That's true.
Claptrap talks, and he's somehow become like one of the most popular characters, even though he's annoying as all get out. But I think
Well, yeah,
that's the
point of the
charm.
character. That's the point of the character. He's supposed to be some brat. But yeah, I got a shout out to my man Kitty1706 for bringing the charm, the beauty. Because I don't know if you guys are aware of Team Fabulous 2, but you got to pay respects.
I love
What?
Team Fabulous.
Pay respects to the main man himself. I wanted to talk about really quick because I don't know if you guys knew, but Team Fabulous 2 is getting reanimation.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds awesome. Wait, when?
It's supposed to be this month, but yeah, they're actually planning on doing the whole thing over with new animation. We are collaborating on reanimating the masterpiece Team Fabulous 2 in 2D. This all done in honor of Kitty0706.
Pretty cool.
It says July 6th.
What's
July
sad though is that
6th.
I don't think there's ever going to be a chance for an actual TF2 like series, like video series, because the voice actor.
Valve
for
has
the...
kind of abandoned TF2. Like the
Not
last
only
big
that, but,
update
like-
was the Pyro update.
Well,
Not
I
only
mean,
that though, but Soldier's
the voice actor for
voice
Soldier,
actor
yeah.
died.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sad now.
It's gonna be
RIP.
like Robin Williams. They're not gonna get a better person to replace him, unless they can. But that would be
No,
very-
they. I don't even think they would want to. He was too iconic.
Yeah.
The thing is, you could always get a sound alike, and that's probably what needs to happen.
You could just get what's his name, Will Ferrell. Or, well, I don't know, is it Will Ferrell or whoever played Genie in the live action version?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. I was like, I
Will
missed with my
Smith.
Wills. Will Smith.
Time to get Will Smith. We need your help once again, my man
Will
Smith.
Smith,
Wild Ross
we need
Smith.
you to play Soldier. I know you're a black guy and he's a white guy who's American, very American, but I mean, it can work out, right?
Yeah,
Sure, let's go with that.
let's go with that. So yeah, So we're talking about Team Fortress. Basically, Team Fortress 3 won.
I want it
Wow,
now,
making
please.
it 3?
I really hope that it's not different characters and it's gritty or whatever. I hope it's like the same art style, the same characters. Maybe
No,
even new
okay, I
characters.
do not. Okay, controversial or not, I do not want a new Team Fortress game. I want them to go back to TF2 and like actually go back to focusing on it.
But it does need a genuine rework. Like the whole game as a whole, it really does
Maybe
need
like
that
better
rework.
graphics or whatever. I want a new Team Fortress game with the same characters and the same old maps as well, but like maybe new characters with like that also kind of bland, like just it fits in with the cast and have new personalities just like them.
Why wouldn't
need-
them to
we
update
need, like-
TF2 with more?
All right, so everyone like has their own personality, and we have Demo Man who's like the token. Am I right?
Yeah.
Why can't we just
What
just
do you
need
mean
like a
by that? What do you mean by that, mister? You
I
care
just
to
oh my god, does
elaborate?
anyone remember? I think it was Matt Pat that made the video about Scout's true gender.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Pyro.
Dude.
Pyro.
Was it Pyro he did?
Yeah, it was
Whether
Pyro.
they're gay or not.
No. Nat Pat never. He's a real one. A long time ago he made a pyro gender theory and he came to the conclusion that Pyro was a guy, even though that's not true.
Wait, really? Pyro's a girl?
Yeah, there's voice clips in the game. That proves it. Let me
But
pull it
isn't
up
it
right now.
muffled?
Let me blow your mind right now.
Isn't it muffled though?
Nope. It's not a voice clip of Pyro. You're gonna freak out.
I think I know what you're talking about. Dude, this longsword does 230 damage.
You're still playing Fable?
Yes, I've been playing Fable this entire time.
Bruh.
Don't bruh at me, bruh.
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 Should I just start playing SpongeBob now?
Yes, do it. I don't mind.
How long have we been recording this?
A few hours.
A few hours.
It's not been It's been, yeah, actually, it's
One or
almost been
two.
3 hours.
Jeez.
This is gonna be a long podcast episode, but I'm not gonna care.
No, I don't mind. My first podcast, I want to make it count.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of information to talk about.
SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, you're bald.
That face.
Hold on one sec.
Isn't that a meme? Isn't that like a part of the SpongeBob memes?
I don't know.
Wait, Beckett, what are you looking for?
I'm getting a particular voice clip from the game.
It better be bruh sound effect number 2.
No, nothing.
If it's
nothing
not
like that.
bruh.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
What's your opinion on the TF2, the Steam store for TF2, and like the trading community?
There's a whole like history of merging items. So like people would get big money dollars just through trading. My man Connor could talk about it, but you know.
Connor is non-existent.
Connor's not here. He's big chillin'.
I asked him if he would want to do TF2 gameplay. He's like, no.
Yes, he doesn't play the game a lot anymore. Dang
He
shame.
doesn't do anything.
Just like
anymore.
all Skullgirls players.
Oh boy, don't even get me started.
Oh, TF2? Oh, cool.
No, on
Alright, next year.
Skullgirls. Oh
Bro,
man, don't
imagine
mess with
Valve
the
making a
Skullgirls fans. We
third
don't play
game
the
in
game.
series.
Don't mess with us
TF2.
Borderlands 3 fans. We hate Borderlands 3.
Don't mess with us
Sonic-
Skullgirls fans. We don't play the game.
Don't mess with us Sonic fans. We're still waiting for a good game.
Yes, I saw that one. That was pretty good.
After Sonic Colors.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. There's
What, do you not
some
think
stuff.
Sonic Generations is a good game?
I don't know.
What was the last good Sonic game in y'all's opinion?
Sonic Generations, boy, was
What?
it
Sonic
was-
Sonic
Colors
Mania.
is only-
Sonic Mania literally came out. What are
Okay.
you talking about?
That's the.
I was
well,
gonna say
haven't played-
Mania,
I
yeah.
haven't played Sonic Mania, so I might.
What?
I don't have an opinion.
What?
I'm not good at 2D Sonic games. That's why
What?
I never really bought Sonic Mania.
I was
think it's
never
not
too
literally
good
the
at
best
Sonic
game.
in
Really good.
general,
I bet
honestly.
it's a really good game,
Same.
but
You're literally missing out on some of the best stuff ever.
This may sound stupid, but I'm not good at going fast in Sonic games.
I just have
Bruh.
problems with speed, and because I already have like a bad ability to track myself in most games. That's also why I can't play racing
Yes.
games too well.
I'm listening to some cringe.
I think the Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, and Sonic Generations was like some of the golden age of Sonic, because it was 3 good games in a row. Nothing could go wrong, and then they did went wrong.
Sonic and the Black Knight, perfect game.
Blacklight, is he going to a hotel room?
Oh, God.
Don't say that. Oh no.
Sonic and the Black Knight, one of the only Sonic games I've actually played.
Dude, same. I actually really enjoyed that game. No cap. It's not a bad game.
What's the song called? 7 Rings in Hand.
Oh, 7 rings.
Wasn't that from
Make it
the
to
Arab
the
Nights? What happened to that?
Make
Weren't
it
they gonna
to
start like a
the-
game series with Sonic in the storybooks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
that
It
was
consisted
the
of
Black
7
Knight
rings and Black Knight. That's it.
Is that it?
I hated those
That's it.
cutscenes, gonna be honest, because there was barely any effort put into it. It was literally just put a texture over some pictures, and I'm just like, I want actual 3D cutscenes, like in Sonic Generations and Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors. But they were just like, let's be lazy with this thing, and get away with it.
Bruh, Sonic developers being lazy? No way.
I know, right? It's depressing being a Sonic fan sometimes. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like Sonic Forces.
Ah, stop. I'm gonna talk about Sonic Forces at a different podcast episode. We can rant about bad. We should have just a podcast episode about bad games and rants all about bad games.
All right, because then that can lead to arguments about someone says one game's bad while we say it's not.
Well, we already had a rant on Detroit Become Human and all that.
Oh, yeah,
so
we
we're
sure
I
did.
wasn't a part of
We're
that.
not gonna have another one. Yeah, well,
I don't know what
an
Detroit
episode that was
Become
the rant.
Human is about at all.
All
It's
right,
about-
I found it.
Racism. Apparently, this
Oh wait,
is about
Peyton,
racism.
Peyton.
Yeah, I found the clip that's gonna make
and Jane are.
I found the
Alright,
clip that's gonna
Roxy
make
too.
you all freak out. All right, this is a voice line that's said after a sniper gets a revenge kill on a pyro that's wearing the Halloween outfit. Yes, I know that's a lot of specification, but it's real. I just posted in the general. I'm just gonna play it.
Jane Austen have in common.
Hold on, let me listen to it. Everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Dead women.
This is for you at
You know
home.
what you and Jane Austen have in common? You're both dead women. You know what you and Jane...
Yeah, so just for all the people who don't know, Pyro confirmed actual women. You know what you and Jane Austen have in common? You're both dead women. It's right there. Also, got you right in there over here. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
4
I
seconds
just
long. It shouldn't take that long.
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted a clean rip for the I wanted a clean rip for the people at home.
See, but he could just be calling him a girl, not saying that.
No, why would he
girl.
say
There's
it?
a-
Like, why would he
Yeah.
compare him? Why
That's
would
a
he compare
very
him to another
specific way
female?
to say.
Peyton.
Because
Are
he's
they
calling
really
him a girl. Because
No.
you know, there used to be like you look like a girl, or whatever. You know, like kids used to do something like that. So maybe it's the same thing here. I don't know.
No,
say-
why would he? Why would he not just say a dude's name if it was a dude? Why does he specifically point out a girl?
It's the thing is, it's the phrasing that makes it really like. Because if you just wanted to call him like a girl to make fun of him, you'd say girl. You'd say like, oh, you're such a girl. But he's literally pulling up this statement. You know what you and Jane Austen have in common? You're both dead women. Like, that's such a specific way to say, oh, you're a girl. But I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be a little hidden secret around Halloween time. That's like, oh, by the way, Pyro's actually a girl. So, lore.
I
Bet you
was
didn't know
thinking
that.
of another character, like a female character who maybe gives debuffs or whatever. And she's like, what's the accent? Like a Texas accent would be kind of funny.
Oh, I would love a Texas character.
Like a blonde girl, and like she gives buffs and debuffs or whatever, and like it would be kind of.
Oh, yeah,
like,
the medic.
If it was a new game. Well, that
Yeah,
medic's German.
That's right, the
Medic's
medic.
German.
Yeah, you're talking about the medic right now. That's what you're saying.
The medic's German though. I'm talking about a texting girl. I don't know. I don't know what the texting girl would have, but I mean, like
But
a new
the
personality
engineers
and a
from
new
Texas.
Fortress.
Yeah.
The
Engie's
engineers from
Texan.
Texas. What are you
Oh,
talking
he
about?
is.
Bruh.
Where do we not have somebody from in TF2?
I think Sweden.
Irish? No, wait. Do we have an Irish one? Oh no.
I believe
Demo
Demo
Man's
Man's
Irish.
Irish. Yeah,
Yeah, Demo
Man's
Man.
Irish.
Yeah,
There's
we
no
don't have a
Swedish.
Swede.
There's no Swedes.
Swedish.
We have a Frenchie in the form of Spy.
Wait, do we
Yeah,
have a
dude.
British one?
Um,
I don't think we have a
No.
British one. Wow.
No, I don't think we do.
Unless Spy is counted as British and not.
Good.
No, he's
he is French.
Frenchy.
He is French. No, never mind.
he's French. Yeah.
We have an American. We don't have a Canadian, but I'm pretty sure he just, sound
Mexican.
normal maybe.
There's
We
no
don't have a
such.
Japanese.
There's no such thing as Canadian video game characters. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, those are a myth that the media pulls on you, Peyton.
We don't
Yeah.
have a Japanese or an Asian character or anything.
It is so
No.
insane how few
We
Canadian
don't.
characters there are in video games. Like, even fighting games, there's so few. There's like 3.
Why would a Canadian be in a fighting game? They're too nice.
Ha ha. Like, I get it. Ha, funny. But, like,
Wait,
actually, though.
we don't have a Mexican character either.
No?
That's
No.
what I already said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear it.
God
They
save
could do a
the
lot
king.
of cool designs though.
They could do some fun stuff.
I just want TF3, but
I just want TF2 to like get good updates and because there are some characters that haven't gotten touched in a while.
Yeah, like Heavy.
Yeah, Heavy's last update was his losers bracket for the Pyro update, and he got the second banana.
When's that Heavy update coming, huh?
Do you know what I want? I want them to do another competition between two classes. But then again, what classes would they need to be?
Heavy and Heavy.
Heavy and Heavy. Just Heavy.
Just
Sandwich. The Sandwich one.
Yeah, dude. Never happened.
Yeah, he got his second banana, which is like low-key the heavy meta, I think, at the moment.
Connor's crying. Connor's in tears. Because he used to play the game. Connor used to... Connor won't ever admit it, right? But Connor is the god of that game. Like, he'll always say, oh, I only used to trade for money. But I've seen him play, dude. Listen, in a span of 5 minutes, he's gotten 25 kills, no deaths. This man's an actual god on and off the field. No fronts here. And he likes to act like he doesn't play the game well, but he knows all meta because he is the meta. Listen, buddy, there's no one class. He plays everyone the best that they ever played.
He's in all of them. He's a random main.
No, but in reality, he's a medic main. But he knows meta, and he'd be in tears if he were here because he doesn't want to talk about the meta of a game that hasn't had good updates in a long time.
TF2 is such a cool game in concept, and I'm not saying it's not a cool game in delivery. It's just doesn't get touched anymore. It needs that sensual touch only Valve can give.
Valve makes good games, but they don't want to make good games.
Yeah, they don't need to make good games. They got Steam, infinite money.
So, alright, so I watch a lot of TF2 like weapon mods that people make. Nothing like super OP, but like weapon concepts. And some of them are really cool. Some of them are silly, but a lot of them are really cool. To add like it was like a Spaz 12, which is a slower shotgun, but has like a knockback.
Wouldn't it be cool if they were allowed to work on the game?
Oh. When you just get up close to the mic and say it like that, it kind of got depressing.
Wouldn't it be cool if they were allowed to work on the game?
Okay, we're not swallowing our mics, Peyton.
I'm sorry. Oh, is this ASMR time? So
please no.
On today's episode, we're gonna take this calculator and we're gonna calculate.
All right, I think it's time. I think it's time for us to end it because we've been on for like 3 hours now.
That's quitter talk.
It's not. No, that's not.
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's time. It's time to go. I don't want to fill up my computer and run out of space.
Yeah, it's not bad that it was 3 hours, but I mean.
Yeah.
It
Passing
was nice
comments.
talking to you guys.
Yeah,
it was
real
nice
good.
to chat with you guys. It had been a while.
We need another episode 4 next
We
Sunday.
need another Smash tournament.
I said on Discord, we all need to go over on Monday when Min Min comes out. I'll bring my Switch. We can all play as Min Min or something.
I'll play as Terry.
Little Mac.
All right, whatever.
Gotta show
Maybe.
my boy Little Mac.
You know what? Maybe.
Because for all Min Min, then it's all fair.
Yes, the matchup currently is Min Min v Min Min, or you lose. So.
Min Min v Min Min, or you uninstall Smash off your Switch.
Guys, admit it. Does this change anything for Little Mac?
No.
Yes, it's another losing matchup for Little Mac.
It's another good, like, big loss because she could probably
characters in the
edgeguard
game?
him off, like, the millions of everywhere.
Wanna know what's actually dumb? If you
Let me
get
look up.
hit in midair while using Lil Mac side B, it gets canceled and you can't reuse it.
Well, maybe
Prepare to get gimped
complain
by
to
Min
Sakura.
Min because she can hit you from 20,000 years away.
I hope you weren't using that to get back on stage. I really hope you weren't using that to get
One
back
time
on
I
stage.
got dunked doing side B back onto stage and just died.
I will admit, hold on, before we end this though, I will admit that Min Min's edgeguard game is a little overpowered. Because
Little?
Yeah,
A little.
Because
A
like
little.
her
A
the ring
little.
thing, the Ram can edge guard you from like away, like a ton of like a long way away from the actual edge.
I will not
which
give
is
up
amazing.
Yeah?
until Little Mac gets some respect at all.
You should
He's
tell
that
Sakurai
good.
that. You should tell Sakurai that, and so he can laugh at you. You should tell Sakurai to make his game better, and then he'll laugh at you.
Morioh-Cho video.
74 characters. Oh, boy.
Better.
Yeah,
What a
74
joke, dude.
characters in Smash. Boy, I hope all of them aren't losing matchups for Little Mac.
What is one good matchup for Little Mac besides Little Mac v Little Mac?
There are none.
Yeah, all 75 characters, right? All of them are bad matchups. Like,
They're all
when
bad
playing
matchups for Little Mac. If a character is chosen on the screen, it's a bad matchup for Little Mac.
I will
That's
say,
just
occasionally
sad.
you can do good as Little Mac.
Oh, you can
But
always
if
do
you
it good
get
with a
them to
character.
forget.
Yeah, there's
But that
you
doesn't
can,
mean the matchup's good.
yes, you can always do good with any character, but like
The
if
matchup
the
is
best
good
Little
when they
Mac,
don't know at all what Little Mac can do.
People are saying Bowser Jr. C tier. I play him like an S tier, dude. Like,
Well, yeah, you can play somebody like a different tier, but in general play, they're probably going to be lower than you usually play them.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people have different tier lists. Because like they're in a tier list. Play things differently, and
I
Doesn't
think
matter.
Terry is S tier, no matter
It's-
what.
I think
Yeah,
Bowser Jr. Terry are S tier.
well, if we're talking about characters we like, there's a lot of really good characters, but the problem is Smash, in my opinion, has a really big problem, and that it's really heavily dependent on the matchup game. That's why I call it matchup hell. And that's like, if you want to have fun, you have to literally remove half of the character roster every time you pick a character. And it's like, why is that the video game I have to play?
And on that note, I think it's time to end the episode.
Anyway, before we get too far into that rant, we should just leave.
Before
Yeah.
we start bashing on Smash Brothers for the millionth time.
We'll save that for a new rant.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
save
next
that for
episode.
We'll save it for the
Another
bad
podcast.
games, apparently.
We'll save that for the Bad Games podcast. It's just
Dang.
Coming next
you guys
Sunday
said
or
it, not me.
Monday.
But I agree, yeah.
Also, we might also have more news for Pokemon because Pokemon's making a new thing tomorrow. So we'll see.
Oh, is it?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Pokemon Super Sun, Super.
All right,
I mean,
we're
Super
leaving.
Sword, Super Shield.
We're going. Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Pokemon.
Say bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Morioh-Cho.
Bye. Back up. The Morioh-Cho
The
podcast,
Morioh.
episode 3. It's
Bye.
Morioh-Cho, you
Bye.
mother. That's good. That's good. Oh god, OBS is still on. 3 hours. 3 hours.
Morty, 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 Morty,